All right. Whew, man, it's been a while. When we last left off, I want you to imagine for a moment a grand Arvalian ball. The sound of fireworks going off overhead. Really, dogs, really. Okay. Sorry, dogs are demanding attention. Okay. Imagine a grand Arvalian ballroom. Nobles from around the country have assembled for a New Year's ball, where the Queen will visit from her position abroad during the war. They find themselves unexpectedly treated with hostility upon her return. Zarman is used in a duel by the Queen to set an example of what true knightly nobility looks like. While Zale and Babette sneak off into a garden to meet up with someone hoping to blackmail the group, having discovered the identity of Gwen, realizing that she was in fact Saint Ava. The moment they had spotted her take off her helmet during the Maelstrom tournament just a week prior. As you met old allies and new, and got to understand the tenuous political circumstances that Arvale was currently in, you were eventually invited by the Queen to go and have a private conversation. Therein, she asked if the group could help the country by seeking out a diplomatic arrangement with the country of Wilden, hoping to be able to activate the old Arvalian arsenal that was on the peninsula, the land mass that connected the Abir Peninsula with Arvale. Though it had been shut down for many, many years due to an arrangement with that country, she hoped to revert it so that she could have a fitting navy to face off against Omido. As you considered her arrangement and made your way out from it, she left you with the knowledge that she was facing off against very many threats, and that she was entrusting this one to you. Afterwards, you ended up meeting a peculiar member of a group known as the Zodiac 13. This group are an arrangement of heroes famous in Xiaola. And surprisingly, it turns out that a member of your group, Wander, was in fact one of those heroes. As he not so deftly avoided this conversation, you instead talked to one of his old allies, 2Z, a rabbit folk, tall, fair, soft-spoken, with a strange seer-like disposition, a connection to fate that she seemed to share with Hanu, mostly speaking to her during this conversation. As you contemplated these new connections and allies and the events of the night, you were eventually met once more by Vashti, who informed you that she was ready to take you to have a conversation on what Brave Albion's plans for you were in the future. As you exited the ballroom, A Strauss-mobile, long and slender, black body, pulled up in front of you, and as you all climbed inside, you saw that it extended to an impossibly strange length within. And though the vehicle never moved, you found yourselves no longer in front of the palace. As you had a conversation with Vashti of Brave Albion, and a large, clockwork-designed robot, which was evidently an emissary or conduit for none other than the Avalian alchemist. It would seem that Brave Albion thought that they would be necessary in the coming stages of this, and though it wasn't explained to you or them, the Avalian alchemist supposed that they knew what it was the Brave Albion required of them. And as the door opened for you to meet the alchemist, you each stepped out, one after the other, onto a rickety dock of a flying sky castle. Eliza was requested to stay behind by Vashti. As the giant behemoth rocked out onto the dock, the vehicle underneath you sort of swaying as it relieved its weight from off of it. You look back at Eliza, and Vashti says that they will be in contact with you soon enough. Then the door closes, and you turn around to gain your first sight of the Avalian alchemist's floating sky castle. A few things stand out to you. The first of which is that there's something keenly different about this place. Something odd. Your first glances were each and every one of you towards the plummeting depths of clouds beneath your feet, on the gap between the Strauss-mobile and the rickety wooden dock. As a sense of vertigo swept through you, you then looked up to notice that this tower was incredibly large, and there were these strange engines with windmill-like whirls twisting on them, seeming to direct the flow that it went as it glided itself through the clouds. As you caught your balance and you looked from down and up to finally see the doorway in front of you opening as the behemoth of the giant robot of the Avalian alchemist walked in and swung it open. That other detail rocked you once more. There was definitely something strange about this place. It wasn't that it was flying. It wasn't its impossible scope or scale. It was the fact that everything around you was catching light on its edges in ways that didn't quite feel real. Everything about this felt somehow too bright, too contrasted, too defined. It took you a few moments to get bearings on this feeling and to identify it. But you were each and every one of you left with the keen idea that you were in a storybook. Yes, no, the towers winding up to your left and right with the whirling blades beneath them. The way the light caught the edges, the stronger hue that caught on each of your allies. It was like peering into a living illustration. And though you were looking at it from within, something about it just didn't feel like it had the depth of real life. The giant pushes open the door. And as it goes, the Arvelian alchemist will see you. They should be expecting you. I will make sure to. Well, that's concerning. And suddenly the machine powers down in front of you. You watch as the lights suddenly go out from it and its arms drop down to its sides with the sound of squeaking greased gears.
Well, we're left to our own devices then.
Well, said they would come see us.
Well, that was before he said, oh, something concerning.
It's very paradoxes.
By the way, you guys know that we're in a storybook, right?
It's weird.
Yeah. Like, you look weird. To look at your voices are of it. So
Says something like, I don't know, it doesn't look like a storybook to me. Wait, what makes you say that? As her eyes go all wide.
it's just how things are, and it looks weirdly contrast. The lighting, I guess, kind of look.
Rue looks around all, dramatically, peers down, looks around, just shakes her head.
Do you think if we imagine hard enough, we can, like, change our appearance?
I mean, I can do that right now.
Like, well, listen.
That just changes into Hanu.
Not all of us are that talented, number one.
I mean, okay, this is a lot to kind of take in for a moment to think about, but I don't think so.
She nods
Also-
approvingly.
That is weird in this realm right now, actually, two of you. That's actually really weird. In any case, I guess, I mean, might as well look around.
Mm,
Just
don't
walks
mess
to
with
this
anything.
guy and waves her hands in front of
Yeah.
the, big robot. It's like, is it okay if we look around? He didn't say no. What do you think we're gonna find? As she takes this little step around him.
Well,
Would it
try
be
not to
great
mess
if-
with anything, please.
I mean, if this is also the Heavenly Alchemist, we should probably not touch anything.
Last time something was touched, we almost got sued.
Hey, Sinera, you here? She'll look around the ceiling. Hey, okay.
I'm actually confused which Hanu's Hanu. Which one's moving, actually?
And to figure out where we're going, Sinera, guide us.
Looks in the kitchen, looks like. Well, that place is a mess.
I bet opens up the umbrella and starts wandering about the kitchen.
As soon as you walk in, give me a dexterity saving throw.
So was my bet this time. I ain't good at those though.
Mm-hmm.
You're rogue. Got this.
Give me 1 sec. I can't remember how things work.
Mm-hmm.
Rolly, what is this?
Yeah, because on the sheet you click dexterity and click save.
A plate smashes against the side of your head, and you watch as a whole thing
I was invisible.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't trying to hit you. That's what
It was
the
just trying to
problem
fly
was.
across the room.
Ah,
It was trying to fly, and as you walk in, you realize that there's like a bunch of animated objects preparing food in here. And one of the plates that had been going by with a bunch of peeled potatoes smashes against your head, and the potatoes all tumble across the floor.
One thing also real quick, Rachel, on your sheet, make sure to click the check mark below your dexterity saving throw because it's not proficient right now. There should have been +4 on that, so it's been 16. It's just adding her dex modifier. That's the second I noticed.
Okay.
Yeah, just make sure that if you
yeah,
whatever
I
you're
know.
saving those. Oh, I'm just saying with Han.
Oh yeah, I had to double check if mine were like that there, so I'm all good.
Just in case. You're right in there, Babette.
She puts down the umbrella. Apparently, invisibility is not a good thing here.
No, wow.
Yeah, I mentioned try not to mess with anything, and we broke a plate immediately.
Well, I mean, technically the plate
I mean,
hit
technically,
her.
it was the plate's fault.
Interesting. Animated objects to prepare meals. Huh. Well,
I
definitely-
wonder what they're cooking. Do you think it's for us? That's really nice of them to put together an entire feast. And she goes to like crack open the door. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
No! Food monster.
Okay,
Fucking
give me just a
food.
second. Boop. There we go.
It's a food monster. Wow, Zarman?
I mean, to be fair, Rue
Wow,
prefaced,
me?
Rue prefaced fucking the whole wow, what do you think they have for us? And it walks into the room, so his arm is all like, no, no, no.
No, no, no.
No, 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 no.
Both the brothers are all that shit. We're just like, nope!
We got advantage, yeah, because of Zale, or
I don't think Zell
yeah,
should have had
his,
advantage.
yeah, his.
I'll go.
Zell's initiative would have been 5 less, so 19.
Like
19, yeah. Just the way that she is.
Zarman in the
right
back
now.
of his mind is like, I've been preparing this whole time. The heat of the kitchen.
He knows how dangerous kitchens are now. No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. That's not Yeah, you also. Yeah, but Beth's initiative is actually 14 right now because it's not on your charisma modifier.
No, it's 10.
No, what he's
No,
saying is it didn't add your charisma to the roll for initiative.
I know.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
And then with this, boop. You watch as she opens the door, flames go flying out of it. And she reels back in the process as a giant flame elemental bursts out from the inside of the
Oh my
stove.
Oh,
god.
cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. As it bursts out into the space that she's in, alright, we will then move into combat.
Babette is making everything inconvenient. I love it.
I love this music. Holy moly.
Zale, you're up.
Well,
Oh, he rolled his initiative at advantage. Should be 19.
it's automatic, yeah.
Oh,
It's an automatic initiative.
got
so
you.
19.
Update 19.
So just Diamond first.
Zarman, you're up.
Just because I'm curious to see if the walls will let me do this. No, okay. 10. 20. 25. 30. Okay. So it's in Rue space?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, you see this twisting inferno of fire burst out as she opens the door. It swings it open in the process, and it's twirling around her. At first, it looked like the fire had just leapt out from it, but as soon as you come busting through the door, you can see within it the flickering visage of a face, and as it twists around her. This is clearly not a normal fire.
Hmm. Hmm. And it looks like it's just coming out to fuck shit up.
Yeah, as far as you can tell. I mean, it just... She's in the middle of fire right now, you know, so...
That's fair. Pull out
She
the
is
Shatter
on
Shawl.
fire right now, by the way. That should be mentioned. As soon as it entered into her space, her clothes started to catch embers onto
Whoa.
it. So she
Yeah.
took 5 points of fire damage out of that.
So Zarman will pull out the Shatter Shawl
Okay.
and we'll attack with it.
All right.
$13 to hit.
That is its AC. Just hits.
8 magical slashing.
You take
And-
6 points of fire damage as you do that, by the way.
And we'll expend a first level spell slot. So it was 8 magical slashing, 6 radiant. And just because I'm curious, let me throw up. Use that, because now it's part of the attack action. So with my second attack, Zarman will do the cold breath into a cone that to the left of the oven and going up that wall. So to the left of it, not hitting Ray.
Cold breath. Okay.
It's a dexterity saving throw now. They made it dexterity for chromatic.
Okay.
I just need to reconfigure that.
And your saving throw...
15.
Okay, it fails.
Takes 16 cold damage.
All right. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Cold damage seemed to do more or less, or same.
Same, as far as you could tell. It looked like it was, you know, melting partially as it went to it, but not so much that it wasn't affecting it.
And Zarman will use his bonus action and cast Sanctuary on Ray.
Okay.
That is
Damn.
Zarman's over there.
Activate my thing. So I'm all hasted up. Ah, they need me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go around. Go around. Move. Run, this boys don't flick with my boy. And attack this thing on the haste action.
Okay.
Ooh, what? Roll. 16
That hits.
for 11.
Okay. And you take 5 points of fire damage.
So reduced to 2?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope, that'll be my turn.
All right. Ember, you're up.
Alright. Ember will. Spells are useless.
We are just a
Hey.
fire base.
Smooth talking.
Hey.
Start gently singing.
He'll cast Shillelagh and
Whack.
wander
Yes.
up over here. And he will get back into that fire, damn you! Start whacking it.
Okay.
Nice. Play with this. That's great.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh god.
Wow, that's
That's
a
a hit.
Holy shit. Oh, that was the attack roll. Okay.
Yeah.
So 7 damage.
Oh wow,
And,
hold on, hold on.
Intimidation. Oh boy. Yes!
Awesome.
That's beautiful.
That's great.
Tripping over plates and bowls. Not looking
Right.
very intimidating. Get back! Ugh.
I just imagine you on the table right now. You're whacking this.
It's like you're trying to swat at a bat with a broom.
Every like every time you guys hit something, a kapow or boo or ka kind of like onomatopoeia pops up next to your attacks.
I love
By
it.
the way, Aisha.
Hell yes.
Oh my god.
And that's it for me.
All right. It is the fire elemental's turn. It is going to move into your guys' space.
Ah! Toasty!
Okay. And so as it goes into that, give me a second. Okay. She's already on fire, so it doesn't go to her. But you guys take 7 points of fire damage. You, Ember, and Zarman take 7 points of fire damage as it moves into your space, and then it's going to make a touch attack, one against Rue and one against Zarman, with its multi-attack.
Which is Rue
It's a
resistant to
disadvantage.
fire? Just
I'm
forget.
pretty certain that she might be, but I'll see on her sheet here in a second.
Yeah,
it
'cause
missed her
liberals won't-
anyways, so.
Yeah.
And then with you, 17 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. And that will be its turn. Which brings us to Hanu.
She politely takes her sandals off and peeks in and say, I think you misunderstood. Get back. And she will use her racial ability of create and destroy water to create a little tiny rainstorm. So people who are on fire
man.
aren't on fire. I forgot
Okay,
the
so she's no
radius.
longer on fire.
So yeah, she's
Nice.
doing that to flex. Also, I'm like, there's more where that's coming. And
Okay, it takes 1 point of cold damage.
it's like 20-foot radius. Let me just pop that up. But yeah,
Yeah, you damn, that's big.
so she's
Entire
just
room.
Okay,
Oh,
good
you're
shit.
getting wet.
We're having a lot of soggy food today.
like-
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Babette
you
is
watch as the
annoyed.
pie stuff starts to get like soaked through. And,
Oh.
like, really bad.
Okay, wait, then she will try to shape water a little umbrella around that section. And that will be her fate.
Cat would be so angry with you right now.
Okay, let me just pop. Let me just pop this up to see what is. But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I read about this before we got
Yeah,
into
yeah,
this
yeah.
whole scenario.
So-
So they're good. And they have water susceptibility, so they take 1 point of
Yeah.
cold damage based off of that right there.
So,
So-
yeah, I just
Great.
wanted to make sure nobody. I wanted to figure out. Yeah, it's a lot of great rain that I'm making, but there you guys go. That will be your
That's
turn.
cool flavor. I like
yeah.
it. We're in a fucking storybook anyways. It makes sense.
Okay.
I love it.
I like the idea that the little onomatopoeias on top of the flame thing is just sizzle, 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 sizzle,
Sizzle,
sizzle.
Yeah, sizzle, sizzle.
Uh, okay, she's gonna move over here. All right, and she's gonna pull out her fife, and she's gonna blow a note through it, expending one of her bardic inspiration dies as she does so. Give me just a second. And it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Shit.
Which it fails, taking 2d6. Ooh. She's no longer on fire on her turn thanks to you, so she doesn't take fire damage. It does 5 points of thunder damage, and it pushes it right inside of the thing. Okay.
That's great.
Haha! It listened!
You guys were in the cone of it when she did it. So your speed is increased by 10 feet until the end of your next turn, and you gain 2d6 temporary hit points. So Zarman and Ember, you both have 8 temporary hit points, and your speed is in. That will last for 10 minutes. All right. So
Oh.
you're gonna. So 2d6. So 8 temporary hit points for the next 10 minutes, and your speed is increased by 10 feet until the end of your next turn. And that is going to be the end of her turn, which will bring us
Damn,
to
that's cool.
Babette as she's like saying, "Close the door," and and that'll be her turn.
That's gonna book it.
Oh, you.
To the door.
Okay.
Close it.
And as you see it snap shut, combat ends.
Oh, that's good.
She will. Is there a mop nearby?
Looking here, not immediately. But go ahead and give me a like a perception check.
Okay. She's gonna stop the rain, but then also be like, "Oh gosh, I made a mess. Oh no, that's very proper." Okay.
Okay. Can we not touch any more things, please?
Cell just like strikes and points the room.
12.
You find a cleaning supply room right here.
Okay, she will go there and
Before you do that,
wait.
let me just
yeah,
see if they're not animated.
you know what? Yeah, that's right. Let me just shape water everything around it, though. Okay.
Just check. Which one was it? This one?
No, it's down here. It's outside. Hanu's still outside of the room, so she was able to see it.
Yeah. Oh, doesn't Babette have like a mage hand glove or something?
I
I forgot.
kind of tuned to it so
Oh,
that I
okay.
could have.
Okay. She will just go around this corner and just glance over and look at
Just
you,
peek.
Zale, and then go back and glance over again. It's in there.
We'll find out. So just kind of like slowly walks. Like, he kind of looks in. Just regular cleaning supplies.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, yeah. They just like I don't know them. Well, a couple of the brooms and mops are clearly magical. Conjuration magic, as far as you can tell on them. But they all just seem to be mundane here for the moment. So what they're conjuring, you're not certain.
Just announce your presence and that you mean no harm, okay? Because they might attack if you take out one of their brethren, okay?
I mean, you're the one who wants to clean. Want to try getting one?
Yeah, sure. She'll glance inside. Wait, which one's not magical?
He points to them.
Okay.
Might be flame. No. Probably more
Cautiously
transmutation.
just takes one step in, looks around. Good evening. I will just be in and out very quick. Don't mind me. I will bring them back. Small job, okay? They will be doing good. And then I'll grab them up and just start.
Freaking, just the imagery of Haru stepping into a fucking cleaning closet
Just
and
walk.
just going like, then bowing. Good evening, sirs.
I just want to mention, like, off table, the conjuration on those things is that they conjure water so that they can, like, mop things. So there isn't a single sentient item in that room. You just got
Right.
to a supply closet. I love it so much.
Great.
So she
The best.
And Babette does turn back into Babette.
Okay.
She starts mopping up and cleaning some of the table and making sure this food isn't that soggy and be like, okay, I've done my deed.
I think it's too late for the food, though.
It's never too late.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past it that they'd probably just make a new one.
Go ahead and give me a perception check from anybody in the kitchen.
Someone just walked out of the kitchen, so
Well, you can still, or when you were still in there.
Oh, okay. Ugh.
If Babette let's make one too.
She's too busy cleaning right now.
Nice!
Hey.
That's one.
As far as you can tell, this thing right here seems to be a recipe book. But as soon as she starts looking at it and stuff, you could tell that it's also a spell book. And Zale, as you walk over to it, she's investigating. You also have like caught most things in here are magical, right? So once she starts investigating this and realizing that maybe this spell book has something to do with like what was being cooked in here, you realize that if you write a recipe into the book, the kitchen just starts making it.
Huh, what was the recipe that's written right now?
It seemed to have been prepping a feast that had a bunch of different meals on it. You can go ahead and have Zarman give me a cooking utensils check.
Yeah, point out the salmon. Well, actually, it looks like you can actually have recipes and start making it. Simon, I think this would be your expertise.
Yeah, if you were to, if you were to write in whatever portion just got messed up while you guys were in here, it would remake it. All right. But to know what they were making in here based off the ingredients, Zarman, you look at it and you're able to piece together the basics of the ingredients based off of what you see on the floor. And you realize which portion of it was what was in that book. And you're like, yeah, if you just rewrite this section, then it should redo what we all just messed up.
Wow. That's quiet and
And we should
genius.
probably leave the kitchen once it starts cooking again. We don't want to anger any more
Yeah.
elements.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe the sink has a water elemental that we just didn't find.
Oh gosh, yeah, you're right.
Please don't.
As she leaves the room, she'll just quietly say under her breath in Ignan, "Work hard, okay? I believe in you're gonna do a good job." To the oven, and then in Aquin, "See you later, bro." Snaps her fingers and just it says in Aquin to the sink, "Doing good." And then walks back up. Oh. What? You have to be really polite and encouraging, guys. You know.
No, you're
As
right.
you
First
speak
impressions.
Aquan,
I knew it. I knew it.
in just a second, I'm almost there. There we go. You watch as suddenly a bunch of nozzles pop up out of the ceiling, right? And there's this sudden as water can be heard feeding through the walls. And then all of a sudden, sprinklers set on over everything in the kitchen, making it even more drenched than it currently
Hey,
was.
now.
And as the water hits the bottom of it, right, you watch as it swirls together into the form of a water elemental. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Okay, yeah, this one was on me. I was trying to be very nice. Apparently, I need to be rude.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Zell just like looks at you being
Summer's like,
I'm-
please don't. It says, "See you later, bro," to the sink, and it pops out. Fucking kidding me.
We just closed the door.
Where's Hanu at? You
she-
would have been in there at the sink,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
she would have been like right here, like, all right.
Y'all
Okay.
roll in initiative?
Okay. Initiative. Let me get rid of this.
My face fell off.
Oh,
so
in
hey,
combat. I never ended the last one.
whoever the 50
All right.
Oh my god, I love Honey.
She's trying to be very friendly, you know?
I love it. No, I love it.
Oh,
God, that was you advantage. Oh, that is great. Hey, Emperor, guess what you get to do? To this fella. Oh,
All right, Zale, you're up.
that is fucking wonderful. Holy, hold on. Need a second. I'm crying. Yeah, I'm playing with Hunter. It's like, poo, poo, poo. Excuse me, Rue. Poo. And what the
I'd imagine Rue would have gotten off the table after it was
Yeah.
in the oven at some point. but
Yeah, yeah. I'll put her like right here.
And I shall attack the same twice now.
Put her in front of the book.
And I can go out because it's fucking on water element. Oh, okay. Inventory. Advantage. Natural 20. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Okay.
Elemental.
Blue Flame Blade 2. Water. Oh, it didn't roll crit. That's gonna be so. Let's roll that.
Just roll 2d6 again.
Yeah, 2d6. So 20 and then 2d8 fire damage. And then second attack. 24? 16. So 50.
Okay.
Some of it's piercing, some of it magical piercing, some of it necrotic, some of it fire. In case damage type matters.
Yes, I'm looking through it.
Slashing.
Okay.
What was the scimitar, remember? The slashing.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, that will be my turn.
Okay. Anu.
She points right up to the nozzle, stares her right in its watery eyes, and says, "Retreat." And she'll force it to flee up with command.
Okay.
Nice.
And that is a DC 17. Oh, shit.
That's beautiful.
Alright, it's just gonna be first level.
Okay.
DC 17 Wisdom.
Okay, cool. You watch as suddenly, like, it swirls around like a maelstrom, and then suddenly it separates into water droplets that then all go back into the sink and then down the drain. And boom.
Yeah, I thought so. She rolls up her, she rolls up her sleeves.
Yes, interesting.
Alright, so. Okay, let's get out of the room now.
Yeah.
Let's go. No words.
Alright, and it doesn't look like the recipe book has been destroyed, right?
No, it hasn't. It's fine.
It's
It's
magical.
magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like the rest, like the thing was just like
All the
needs to be
stuff in there is messed up. Somebody still has to write the last portion of the or the portion of the recipe in it, which Zarman knows, so he could write it in there, and then it would start remaking it.
Just look over to him sheepishly. I'll stay right over here.
If a knife hits me in the back, someone will write it in.
You'll be
Okay.
fine.
Well,
As soon as you start scratching in there and you make the last little bit of it and you put the quill back into its little pot, then all of a sudden you see as the whole kitchen suddenly comes to life around you, and you like immediately like walk out.
Go, fucking go, fucking go.
Just like,
And-
okay.
while Zarman was doing that, Babette is just gonna go up to the robot and kind of just like tap it a couple times and say, "Hello, you probably really shouldn't leave us alone unattended. It just ends up with ruin. Please come back."
Something just rooted by.
Me. I don't know what happened. I just teleported into the bathroom.
There was
You
another
notice
robot
a
walking by
strange
too.
little metal robot, like an orb with little claw-like, legs, skittering by every once in a while. It's about the size of a small creature, so it stands about 3 foot tall, and it just walks on by. Doesn't seem to be paying any attention to you.
Okay.
I
Any
just
response
faced-
from the giant boy?
None whatsoever. Just the loud sound of something echoing inside of him.
I don't know how I did this, Chance, but I'm like in the bathroom right now. I just phased. I don't know what I did. Just clicked on my character. Oh, I'm free! I got stared for a second. I was like, why did it teleport to the bathroom?
Does it sound like a humming sound, like it's trying to power up, or is there like some kind of message being said?
From the giant one?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
Absolutely
small one.
silent.
Or
Well-
yeah, what was it the smaller one that was like humming?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No.
Never mind.
Well, he said the Aurelian Alchemist will be coming. Then he said that's not good and then left us. So,
Yeah.
we were left unattended. And then we touched the
Oh.
kitchen once and then got attacked twice.
Oh, do not like that room.
I think all of you should come back over here and just wait.
Oh, sorry. He's just watching.
Yeah, Babette is
This thing.
too interested in this little boy.
Hey guys! As they'll come down the all down the hallway, it opens doors and checks them. Like, doing like a routine
can you
check.
come back?
But I'm curious where it goes.
Why?
Because
Because we're in a magical fucking castle? So just like.
It's like, I'm curious too.
This is just like home all over again.
Actually, Hanu's gonna sit down, close her eyes, and try to imagine a guide for us. See if anything manifests. She'll be like, can't... Power of imagination, the way it works in books, right?
You imagine very, very hard. And time ticks by just the same.
Okay, I'm not as imaginative as I thought I was.
Hey!
Shit.
Rue, come this way. Zell points down this hallway.
And Babette looks back at Zarman and just says, I don't think there's any controlling them, but you can at least make sure they don't get into too much trouble.
That's what I always have to do.
Come on, me. Hey.
Is that trash?
No, it's meat. It's a meat. Like,
Oh,
Never
oh.
seen like a
You've
meat
been
locker.
seeing it take different types of meat out into the kitchen. It seems to be
Oh,
making
okay.
like deliveries or something.
Oh, that's very
that
nice.
is. That's so cool.
Yeah. Hard at work.
It's just like, wow, they've got everything in here that you could think of. They could feed an entire village. How many people do you think live here? And then all of a sudden, I need everybody to roll initiative.
No.
It's so. It's like magical. The words. I love it. It's the meat monster. I love how this like unhazard it is though. It's not like no threatening.
There's no traps in here, guys.
There aren't.
They're just
There are.
awkward
Just-
social interactions.
Yeah, I love it. Oh.
All right. As she walks into it, you watch as suddenly, from underneath the ground, the sound of this cracking ice sound suddenly comes up. As everything in the room gets a lot colder, and then a gust of ice comes up from out of the floor. And against Rue.
The ice element? In the meat freezer? I guess.
Yeah, you got
Freezer.
Got freeze.
Yeah, I guess that
And
makes
Bruce
sense.
got a
Freeze those
Do it.
boys.
initiative roll.
Okay.
Hey.
And second. On.
Oh, Hami, you're in an interesting
She
place.
succeeded.
Nice.
Okay. And that brings us to Zale. You're up.
I'll reactivate my fan again. Is there an enemy in there?
Looking, you just saw a gust of ice come up from below the ground. But as it did, you watched rise up on the opposite end of it, this icy structure form itself. There were chunks of meat caught inside of its body, too, by the way.
Alrighty though. What do I want to do to you? Ice. Let's fireball it. Let's fireball it.
Just a full-on fireball.
No, firebolt.
Bitch!
No, don't have that yet. I'm not gonna mess with the house that much yet.
You know, when mosquitoes are there, just always take like the pyrotechnics out. It's okay.
You know, sometimes you see a single mosquito and you gotta get out the lighter and the aerosol can, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Turbo. And 20
Hit.
for 8 fire damage.
Which does 16.
Oh. Oh, you fucked up, boy.
Okay. There we
It's gonna
go.
broad.
Then, yeah. That'll be my turn for right now.
You're just gonna stand in the doorway, blocking it?
I'll move. Trying to place move there. Next to Rue. And then now it'll be my turn. Now it's Rue.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
So as it comes to Rue's turn, Rue is going to cast Suggestion. And suggest that it does a lot better job at protecting the ice if it doesn't get melted. And wisdom saving throw. An 8.
No,
Okay.
will not be here at easy.
And with that, you watch as it takes a few steps back and literally dissolves down to form an icy layer underneath the floor.
Hannah looks over her shoulder at
Wow, it seems like everything's alive here.
Yeah, I think we should be a little more careful.
I think we should have had that thought a couple of times beforehand. Never mind.
We'll be fine.
Hannah glances over her shoulder, knowing that it doesn't seem to be an issue, and then looks to the room. What do you think this place is? Oh no, we're stuck here. Hey, Amber, Amber. It's like you're muted or something. Why aren't you talking to me? She says,
Why are you talking
she says out of character.
I'm sorry, I was talking on the phone.
Oh,
I forgot to unmute myself.
wow, you got those cellular devices from 1983 with you?
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. She's just looking around asking what this place is before retreating back. It's like,
Oh,
what do you think of
I
this?
have no idea.
I
Look, there's clothes. Maybe someone got dressed in here.
I feel like there might be, like, I've been hearing things about, like, mimics in general, so maybe it's, yeah, I better watch out.
Interesting.
You do see clothes, and you see a very lived-in living space there. Looks like possibly the type of the quarters of like a cook, maybe. But no people there. In fact, you haven't seen anybody but robots here. So it strikes you odd that there's clothing.
Do robots wear pants?
That's odd, but fair enough.
Okay. Good to know.
Interesting.
Are you gonna try and open the locked door?
I'm gonna tell Zale to see if there's gonna be anything that's gonna hurt me first.
Investigation check.
Yeah. The investigation check. I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Guys, please.
11 plus 4. 13.
It does not appear to be trapped.
Yeah,
Just-
Babette's gonna go for it.
You guys are always breaking into people's things.
Breaking into it.
She's getting a lockpick out, Zale.
I mean, I just find that as a makeshift key.
But listen, we have
Before
to...
we end up in another country or across in a country again, can we not?
I mean, technically we're not in a country.
The door
Well, I mean,
unlocked.
I'm talking about not being teleported somewhere, something worse popping out.
Robot!
You see as a figure that had been sitting on a stool suddenly stands up, and you watch as a screen where a face should be suddenly makes a surprised expression on it. Oh my! We have guests. We weren't expecting you so soon. You must be the Stars and Seas Society. Oh, you warm Matilda's heart. We never have guests here.
It's good to see a friendly face. Yes, we are. We're kind of lost, and the
Large robotic friend
yeah.
said that something wasn't good and then shut down. So we were hoping to potentially find someone who could give us some, under her breath she says supervision, some assistance finding where we're supposed to be going to.
Oh, well, you found it, my dear. You found it already. This is home. Any of these floors you are welcome in, though, of course, you should keep an eye out for things. Not everything is as it seems in the clock tower.
We seem to have come across that discovery already.
Still nods his head behind her.
Oh, I hope that nothing terrible has happened. Is anybody injured?
I mean, slight burns, but nothing too serious.
Nothing worse than we're used to.
And has there been a mess?
In the kitchen.
Maybe.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. A mess in the kitchen, a mess in the kitchen. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And watch as the robot suddenly walks past you and goes out into the hallway and goes around the corner and oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. As you peer around the corner, you see them grabbing cleaning supplies. You get the strong feeling that now that they've been told there's a mess, they're probably hard to approach. Any attempt to talk to them as they walked by would have been just, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
So it's kind of like doing the whole thing, like he's peeking, like the Goonies, like peeking around the corner.
Do you think
Huh.
she needs help? Okay.
Oh, well, I think she's fine.
I mean, I'm kind of the reason why the second must happen, but okay.
You didn't know. You could have.
I
known.
think it was a group effort, Honor.
Yeah, group effort.
Zarman is so done with our shit, and we've only just gotten here.
But now we have stairs. Huh. Well, I mean,
Going upstairs?
hmm. So like there's a kind of like quizzical and probably like a freaking question mark pops above his head. Have you checked every room?
Well, if Rue's gonna say something like, if it was concerning, maybe they're in trouble.
That could be a possibility. Well, I mean, we shouldn't go investigate, you know? Do what we do best. Stumble into things.
Babette chuckles at that.
I mean, it's not like the first time we've done this before.
Yep.
It certainly won't be the last.
I mean, honestly, at this point, it feels like the hospital.
Yeah, can we just, like, not touch things? Just hear out for things. Preferably.
Alright, we won't touch things, we'll just walk up these stairs and try to find a way to Belleville the Alchemist.
Okay. Went on to the spiral staircase, and I will gather you together and bring you to the map.
Yeah.
Love this so much.
And Zell's back to where he was back at the island, I see. Oh no.
He is way more contained. He didn't set up any of these. This was rude.
Yeah,
At least he's
That was
telling,
not-
defense, Rue started it.
at least
Yeah.
he's telling us where he's
I
going.
mean, Rue's he's enabling Rue, though. He's
True.
just doing the whole manipulative thing of getting Rue to do it now that he's mentioning it, and then Rue gets excited and does it. Zell's aware, or Zell should be aware at this point that, you know, he's doing it on purpose.
Oh, he's fully aware. He wants to investigate this place. But he's He's definitely improved. He's not just rushing in there. He's actually literally walking. He's just looking down places.
I mean, walking into some places you shouldn't be and running into places you shouldn't be. I think that results in a similar thing anyway.
Nah, it's patience.
Patiently walking while doing the thing you shouldn't have been doing to begin with isn't the best option, but you know.
I don't know.
Okay.
Should we?
So you walk up the steps, you find yourselves onto another floor. Assuming you were going up. I actually should have asked if you were going up or down.
Going up.
Okay.
Should we like call out for help?
I don't mean, if there's something happening right now, it might not be able to hear us right now.
Mm,
And instead of picking doors open, can we try knocking first?
yeah, that is true.
Sure.
Sorry, it's just a force of habit, you know.
I mean, it does make sense. In the Coterie Coast and certain islands, like, you rarely have a lock. So I guess, yeah, there's more things to unlock in the mainland.
Oh, not one of those things.
I just mean, you know, go into a new place. I'm usually picking locks anyway, so.
Oh, okay.
Want to try knocking?
I mean, I was just gonna wait to see when it come out what was in there.
Oh, clever.
I mean, I got...
Also, Foundry's not loading for me right now, so.
Yeah, that's what happens when you pick locks. Oh, that's the knocking.
The Foundry police.
After a while, she will just do a gentle knock. Like, excuse me. Hello? Right on this one.
Hear nothing.
Yeah.
What do you think it's doing in there? It hasn't got on. Oh.
Maybe. I don't know, actually. I mean,
Oh! Oh, okay.
you're right.
That was a lot of things in there. I don't know, it looked like cannons.
What? It felt like peaks. Whoa.
I know, right? Dragon cannons or those griffins? They look like
They definitely look like griffins.
Yeah.
With the fences?
I'm pretty sure we might really get in trouble if we go here, so I'm gonna...
Yeah, this is... It's a little close. So kind of walking down further.
Too quick. Okay.
So we'll knock on this door right here to the right.
You hear nothing.
Dang it.
Then so would just an investigation check real quick on the door. You probably could be actively kind of investigating.
Give me an investigation check.
Is it like the same
What did
way?
you get?
Where are they going?
Rolling right now.
As you're investigating, the door opens up in front of you, and you see on the opposite side the same room.
Oh. Huh. That's interesting.
Oh, this is bedrooms. Is there anybody in here? That quick glance that you got?
You didn't see anybody, but you did see what looked to be lived-in beds.
Oh. Lived-in beds.
There are multiple people in it?
At this point, I don't know.
So we'll open this one.
It's like a work area?
Open that one back up.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Honestly, yeah, Hannah's just gonna be chasing this robot down, taking peeks, but...
Does it look like multiple people lived in them, or does it look like only like...
As soon as you look in, it looks like every single one of the beds in here are untidy, and they all look like they've been slept in recently.
there's a lot of people in here.
You can go ahead and give me an investigation check if you're wanting to go in and investigate.
I will give you some guidance as you go in there. But like, eh.
Yeah. Walk in and investigate. 29.
Okay.
23.
All right. Nice. Nice. Okay. Give me just a second. Okay. So as you're investigating this room, you see that there are 8 beds in here, each of them very untidy, clear signs of having been slept in. But as you look them over, you realize that above each one of them, there's like drawings and stuff above them with the same handwriting. And upon further investigation, you realize that it was probably the same person sleeping in each of these beds at different times, rather than it being different people. Based off of the clothes that you can see here, they were all belong to the same person. But as you're looking around, you pull one of these things out from underneath the beds. One of the boards comes loose and drops down, like one of the support boards underneath one of the beds. And as you kind of go to pop it back up, you realize that it's actually got like etchings and drawings underneath. And you lay back on your back and you crawl underneath that one bed, you realize that there are, unlike the other ones, there are scratches and drawings underneath this. It appears to be a series of children's drawings. Each of the 12 boards holding the bed up have their own scenes, like long landscape drawings. One of them in particular draws your attention, as it has this very childlike depiction of dragons flying by, being chased away by a knight on horseback, blonde hair, and a very simple looking drawing of a spear, these bright rays of sunlight coming off. You also note, however, give me an Arcana check. Amongst the 12 boards that are there are actually a few symbols that have been carved into it, probably at a later time than the children drawings that were painted under here. And as you look at them, you kind of realize that they're a sequence, and that you're familiar with from like arcane studies, based off of the elements, and you end up, doing them in the order that they're traditionally listed in. As you touch each of them, they light up, all right? And you watch as out of the last one, a bronze key falls right into your hand. Looking at the rest of the boards here, they're just these 2x4s underneath it that have been painted with childlike depictions of different scenes. Only one of them really stood out to you immediately, though, as being very Saint Ava-like.
So kind of just like, after getting the key, kind of just still kind of looks. Kind of somber kind of look. Is she here by herself? Seems sad. Looks down at the key. It's a regular bronze key.
Yeah, as far as you can tell, doesn't appear to be magical.
Does this have a lock? The chest look here? Does it
No,
have a
you
lock
don't
on it?
see. It doesn't have a lock on it. It's just clothes inside of it and some toys.
Lock.
It looks like someone spent a lot of time in here because there's a lot of drawings up above the ceiling above each of these beds. Many of them are based off of arcane ideas and concepts, but they're very like childlike in their depictions. It's almost like as if someone had explained very complicated magical concepts to a child and then that child drew them as if they were storybook characters or scenes, and they're just like weird symbols kind of interacting with each other in a characterized way.
It's very imaginative.
Go
As
up.
far as you can tell, it's a different school of magic over each of these beds.
She'll go up to Zael under her breath, and that kind of reminds me of Libby in a way.
Yeah.
She mentioned something about that wasn't in the journal. So maybe she... Actually, this is too early for me to be making such assumptions.
Yeah.
Clearly she is tutored.
She's. I mean, even though these are just drawings of each thing, these are very complex, but to illustrate as story and through imagination,
It's kind of
honestly
how
impressive.
I was taught when I was young. It's a very basic way of trying to at least imprint knowledge on you. It's has more
Oh.
meaning behind it when you create it.
I wish it was the same.
Yeah.
Felt
Hey,
like I missed out.
getting comfortable there? She saddles up Toru.
She lays up on the bed and she's looking at him and she's like, remarks about how it does make her think about Libby, and it's a little like kind of introspective-y for a moment, but then gets really like ecstatic at the idea of, like maybe this Avalian alchemist and Libby could be friends. Libby could use more friends, and then goes wide eyes as she's like realizing that Libby might have heard her saying that, and then it's like, I didn't mean it like that.
Is this a washroom I'm looking at right now?
Looking in there, it just looks to be like a washroom. Nothing in there really.
Except the other water elemental, so watch out.
Looking in, it's actually, you can see like a standing mirror and a bunch of clothes and wardrobes. Looking at it, the ones in here all look like train conductor outfits, actually. Based off of the hats and the stuff you can see, it seems to be a bunch of train conductor outfits.
Do they have any like numbers or anything on them?
Give
Fine.
me an investigation check.
Oh, guidance you.
You do note a couple of numbers off of it. As far as you can tell, these are legitimate train conductor uniforms, not costumes. These, based off of the numbers that are on them, they're for trains that are in many, many different countries, all throughout the sovereign states.
Kind of the collector, it seems. Seems really like trains.
Are these like auctioned or something? Or does she pose as train conductors?
Don't know.
Is this little robot down here just hanging out, or is it doing busy work?
It is just kind of walking around on the same circuit you saw me walking it on before.
Okay. And in this room,
And that one, it looks to be like a nicer sort of quarters with a singular bed and a desk. It walks through it and then walks out the desk, the thing on the other end.
did we go through this while I was having tech issues?
No, not really. They didn't go down
Okay.
there.
Yeah, we didn't remember.
They've only been in the room above with the 8 beds. They haven't been
Okay.
in the captain's quarters.
What is it?
Looking to the side, you can see what looks to be in this room right here next to you, Zale, are a bunch of weapons, actually. You can see a bucket full of swords, what looks to be some billy clubs. and extra supplies of cannonballs.
Is he able to see what these notes are over here?
On
The desk?
that, they look to be requisition notes, you know, numbering the inventory supply that's in here.
I guess she.
In the captain's rooms that you walk through, you can see a desk, what appears to be a map of both the Coterie Coast and of Albion. The notes on it all appear to be based off of the prices of spell scrolls in different countries.
And is this also a train conductor hat on
Yes.
the desk?
Yes, it is.
Any special one on this one?
That one is immediately recognizable to you because it would have been for the train of the one that you were looking for the Avalonian ghost train.
Yeah, at this point, while they're all like intricately looking through the stuff, Zarman's just going from room to room and opening doors, seeing what's in it, knocking if it's locked.
Whoa, wait a second. Ember,
Uh-oh. Oh.
Yes.
you walked into that room there?
Yep. Just took a step in.
Okay.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
let's do this.
All right.
Where is
Let's
Ember?
roll for initiative.
Oh my god! It's a just Ember roll initiative, or do we hear this?
We all rolling?
Yep.
Ember, where have you gone?
I didn't go anywhere.
I mean, the problem was we were suggesting to look for somebody, so Zarman's all like, you know what? While they're snooping through all their shit,
Yep.
Yeah.
you know, after Zarman's all like, after I told them not to be touching shit, why don't we just go look elsewhere at this point?
It's a lot of
Because, you know, we were supposed. The only reason why we're doing this is to look for somebody, not through their shit. So,
Well, I find it interesting.
To be
to
fair,
find
I
out
was
where-
kind
where
of
a
looking
guest is.
for somebody. I didn't touch
Right.
anything.
Okay.
Literally stepped into a room.
Yeah, you just
My
walked
bad.
into a room. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not his fault on this. you just oh man.
What?
Okay, so
Easy.
This guy.
okay, begin combat. As we start into this and you walk in, you feel just the wind gusting out through the open portcullises that these cannons are facing out of, suddenly whips around you, pulling at you with all of its might. And as it does so, suddenly you watch as tendrils of that wind coalesce into these ribbons, forming a creature that has these cold-looking eyes floating in the middle of it. And one of them suddenly rushes towards you like a cyclone. And let's see. Whirlwind. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. It can't move into your space, so it can't. Never mind, I'm looking at it. So, the other one will be the only one that can do it. It's going to make a multi-attack with its slam attack, though. So... not the button I'm at. Yes, there we go. 27 to hit.
Yo, yeah.
I don't know why I even said that out loud. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Both hit. for a total of 26 bludgeoning damage. And that will be the air elemental's turn. Zale, you hear the sound of just doof wind blowing through an open doorway. Possibly the sound of 27 points of damage, of pain. 26, sorry.
Do I hear what direction it was?
Yeah, you'd be able to pick it out.
Okay, so okay. Still, he's in here. That's what he said. Yeah, we're gonna move over. Do I see what he's fighting?
Yeah. There we go.
What kind of predicament did you get into?
It's just a nice breeze.
It's a nice read and then 27 damage.
26, but yes.
26. Okay. Let us do. Yeah, let's do some of these guys. I am gonna cast. Between these two guys, so in terms of range. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Magnified Gravity.
Okay. Pop it up.
Not the Ember. Here, there.
Okay.
And
Con
I'm
saving throw.
It's 19 con.
Okay. One succeeds, one fails.
11 force damage.
Yeah, one took 11, one took 6. The one that took 11 has its speed halved.
Okay. So... Okay. And this one. Okay.
Should be my turn.
Ember, you're up. Two tornadoes have suddenly materialized around you with eyes in the middle of them. What are you gonna do?
He's going to. Sorry. Didn't mean to disturb. And then he will drop a.
Oh boy.
Don't laugh.
Evil
I'm
giggle.
just curious about. That's really tempting just for shits and giggles. He will. Nah, fuck it. Flaming Sphere. Why not?
Okay. Where are you popping at?
Bam. Let's drop it. Just in front of me.
Okay.
Like, ooh.
Let's get them.
I know they have good decks, but
Yeah, I know. Oh, hey, looky shit. Fuck yeah.
Failed my own save. Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, no, never mind. I didn't realize your DC was 14. Okay, damn it. Alright. Is that right?
Should actually be higher than that.
Okay, I was like, that
Higher,
doesn't
but-
seem right.
It should
Might
be
have-
17.
17.
Yeah, it might have
Okay,
just
good.
been, like strength or something. 'cause
Yeah,
that's
and it
popular.
defaulted to intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay. Good, 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 good. All right, so then the second one did fail, but one of them succeeded.
5 damages.
Okay.
And then I will. Excuse me, Zale. Let's just step through. I can. Attack of opportunity.
Yep. $19 to hit.
AC 19, that'll hit.
Okay, the other one will hit too. For a total of 30 damage.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, fucking air elementals
Air
are no
elementals.
joke,
Oh, yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
If he hadn't,
Hey,
if he hadn't left that room, the next turn he was one strength saving throw away from being thrown 20 feet. So
That's what I jumped out. I was like, I am not playing with these guys.
Can he free action close the door?
yes, you can, and boop, and as you do,
Hmm.
Yeah. Like I was wondering.
What? I found some more staircases. I'm not even gonna ask.
This one's on Ember. This one. He points to the cells
What? Huh?
Mm,
I didn't touch anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
all right.
So it's gonna walk away.
You,
Um,
you
he
sure
says-
you're okay, bro? You want me to give you some healing?
Well, if you so wish,
Mm-hmm.
can't say no.
Alright, as you're walking along, she's just gonna. How's everybody else, too?
I don't think anybody's really gotten injured.
Injured? Okay.
That's just Emma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
the only
people
one
got
who
some
was severe enough.
scratches and bruises,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Okay. Yeah, so she'll just drop up here. She'd be like thinking in her
Okay.
mind. I mean, if we wait like 10 minutes, I could brew some really good tea to help you out more, but might as well. She will just healing word you at second level.
Oh, thank you.
Healing.
okay.
7. Well, not that good healing though.
That's better.
Is
Okay, we open doors if they're unlocked. Look in the room, but don't walk in, please.
But what if they're in the room and we can't see them?
Well, if it was really a situation that required an uh-oh from the robot, I think we would hear it.
Oh my god.
Okay. So where y'all going next?
So it's just here's where this fucking key goes.
Babette will point to the 2 staircases.
There seem to be staircases in
Every corner.
Yeah.
And they go up and down, so
Well, let's go up one more floor.
Up.
well,
okay.
One, you have something on mind, honey.
I was saying, if I was like somebody who had a workshop, I would put in the. I feel like it'd be in the basement, but that's just me.
Well, this is kind of flying, though. There isn't really. There's a base of the building, probably, but.
I mean, she's not wrong, but I mean, I guess one more floor would be okay, and then
I mean,
we go down.
if we're in a storybook, it's usually the top of the castle that you go to.
Yeah, I
Alright.
guess that would be the case. I guess.
I've never really.
No, I don't know. Yeah, I never really.
The
storybooks.
basement is the evil things. The top of the castle is where the heroes go.
Wait,
Well, I guess we go to the top of the castle then.
don't the heroes fight the evil, so that means that the evil's usually at the top?
Well, do you think the Auvelian alchemist is evil?
Oh.
Didn't sound like it.
I think
Well,
I
yes.
say trust the Auvelian on this one. I think we should go upstairs at this point.
Sure.
Not even a bet. It's not a million.
Okay.
I
So
love
I will-
it. Holy moly.
So with that, I will take you guys to the next floor. And we will take a break so I can tell these dogs to shut the fuck up.
Oh no.
That was a solid one-liner there, Mike.
was so good. It was-
Okay.
I'll just a million.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
That and you said break, so. Okay, I'm gonna eat food.
Oh, the library.
I should probably get water, but I really don't want to stand up.
Same. To really probably get some drink, but I don't want to get up in my chair. I'm actually really comfy now.
Okay.
That's hilarious. This place is fun.
I mean, you were just given a chaotic place, and then you're all at my play place.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Zell isn't trying to be mature. He gave up on that.
What's maturity?
Though, in
This place
his
is fun.
defense, us trying
Don't
to
worry, when it's sticking through one of our abdomens, then you might feel it again. I don't know.
It's
That'll be
but like at the
fine.
orphanage when we really like zoned into one thing without exploring everything else, we kind of did get screwed. So
Right,
Gotta
but everybody's
minimize,
just
like-
focusing and like digging through fucking this lady's shit. Fucking rude.
Yeah, we are kind of going through somebody's personal belongings.
and you
Right,
will,
and Zarman's all like, this is kind of fucked up. Sure, if she needs help, we just need to find her. I don't see how digging through her fucking childhood room is helping with that.
pretty
Fuck
sure
it.
she'd be doing that to us anyway.
Aren't you-
so-
I mean, aren't you curious why the brave out me wants to hire?
We get that through a conversation, not through their shit.
Well, and actually getting them to understand the person a lot better if you're without a conversation, learning at their
You're
hobbies
starting
and
to
stuff
sound
like that.
like me. I give terrible advice. You should know this by now.
Yeah, I'm curious with the famed Audelian alchemist. Yeah, who she
Even
truly
though
is.
we've been burned, slammed,
I mean, that was mostly Ember.
I was
And
burned.
Rue.
I mean, slightly. Come on, we had worse.
So what I'm hearing is now Zale is the meat shield that we put into rooms first. He's volunteered, clearly. He's the one who's most interested.
Well, I'll direct you to rooms that probably won't
I'm
do
just-
You're
that.
the one who's walking into the room.
I'm just saying, let's go find somebody who can give us some help. I don't know if these little robots can speak a certain language, but clearly they can direct us to some place, right?
Well, they seem. Well, it looks
I
like
think the little
robots
ones are just doing things. I don't know.
Well, it looks like they're in routine. They looks like they're pre-programmed
We
to
could
check
find
the
another
rings.
robot that speaks.
Yeah,
Maybe
which is
not make a mess and make them freak out.
well, which is why I'm like, when
Well-
they open doors, we check in to see if there's anybody who can help us, and then we just, like, if there's not, then we just continue on.
Yeah, and try not to dig through their things and walk into the room, preferably.
So there's a whistling. As he's still holding on to the bronze key.
I mean, we already know how girls are fairly aggressive towards you. You're just giving this one a reason to.
Oof.
Ooh.
Harsh. Probably true.
Zell,
but
Zell
harsh.
like looks at Hasaru for a second.
Babette
When did
try to hide that she's laughing.
Rue doesn't either.
yeah? It's just like you have a fair point.
Stand
that's
together
awesome.
and look from a distance. Please?
Ah,
Babette is gonna link her arm into Rue's so that she can kind of keep Rue contained.
Wait,
Mom.
is Igor with us, or did he stay at the ball?
Igor would have followed us, so he would have been on
Yeah,
the
he's
car ride
good, yeah.
and here. So Igor would be here.
Hunter just just scratches Igor's collar area. That's who sure support is. Yeah. Taking after the vet. I got my buddy.
Yeah, all the things you were digging through there, especially in that last room, was things that she should be showing you. You shouldn't be looking for.
Was I even looking for something like that? Just came across it.
Well, when you come across something like that, you don't look at it in excruciating detail. You set it back down.
No.
You leave.
Well,
Everything has its own little thing.
I will
Unless
She's running
say
Arcane Dharmas.
in
Once you're being paid to go through someone's things, Zale, you just leave it alone.
well, this is what
And
I'm
you're not being
saying.
paid to go through her things. So
Two
what
highly
Sarn
intelligent people who lack social tact would probably do the same thing, so she might actually end up respecting that. Who knows?
that's true. I don't know how nerds work.
I don't want to be the one to pose that he went through her childhood room. So
They wouldn't even
I
know
mean,
if
you
it's
don't
your
have to say
childhood
anything.
room, so that's still an assumption.
I mean, a lot of rooms been lived in. Even the ones
Okay.
downstairs.
Either way,
So,
right, and if there's something actually urgent going on, we shouldn't be going through their rooms and their stuff. We should be finding them.
if it was urgent going on, wouldn't he inform us then?
Well, because
That was the reason why you told us to even start moving, is so we could help them, right? So
he
why
said
go
that
through their
something
room?
was wrong.
To find them.
Mhm.
They were said it was a problem,
Okay.
not really
here's
moral danger.
here's the thing. Are these hallways? Does it look like that robot could have, like the robot that was downstairs, could have easily walked through it?
Just me, by the way.
Yeah, do these look like way too narrow? Oh no, he's moving there. So that's why I'm like, I don't even know if we should be here because this is really hard to navigate for a big robot.
Things don't tend to make sense here.
Mm.
Ooh. Oh. Hey. I think I found someone.
Oh gods. Okay.
Hello?
You just gotta wait for the voice to reactivate.
Yeah, you can meet about it, Jesse.
Technically, I don't know if the break is over, so
I was
Yeah.
gonna say he didn't say we were back yet, so
I know, he saw the
walking
movie
around,
opening doors.
doing shit.
This is automated. my son's mouth is like, I don't know if you open doors.
Yeah, it's one of those things that Zell also made the excuse of, we should go forward to see if they need help with it. Continues to dig through their shit instead. Okay,
Oh, he's gonna keep digging.
I know.
He's gonna keep digging.
Right, it's
At
like, God, this
some
guy.
point, do be prepared. Babette might just grab you by the ear and drag you out.
He literally, the only thing he touched was the symbols, but that was just the activator. He's literally.
Well, I
not
mean, you
touched
did
the thing.
investigations all up in there. Investigation checks infers that you're touching, feeling, look, you're doing all the senses to see what it says. You're like touching all the conductor clothes in the room to see if there was numbers inscribed on it, etc., etc. You're touching all of it when you do an investigation check.
Yeah, but I'm still putting it back.
But you're touching it is the issue.
Yeah.
Sarman specifically right before that said, please don't touch anything. Then you go into a room and touch all of her shit. And then that's Sarman just like, ugh, God.
DK Zell play. He's got the investigation.
Don't have Eliza to help rein in things.
Liza would probably be interested too.
I mean, she would have
Know about it.
also not have done it the same way.
I mean, investigation is still investigation, regardless.
Right, but you know, eh,
I think the tech
I think at some point
shit.
she would have more fucking, general idea of what is rude and what isn't.
Hmm. And is
This
also
Zell.
available. So
Right.
This is Zell, so
Yeah.
he's just gonna investigate. We're in a magical clock tower in
But
some weird
who
fucking second
knows?
dimension.
Maybe
Like-
she's trapped behind a door that we need a bronze key for. Whoops.
Right? Who knows?
Yeah,
And
at this
again-
point, I think Summer felt like he's made his point. So, anything that happens at this point, whatever.
there's going to be a lot of I told you so's.
Right. It's gonna be Yokeshi again. Hopefully, Zell doesn't cry again.
Okay.
You're not gonna cry this time.
All right.
Found a friend.
Hmm.
This
This guy.
Yeah, they were investigating a little bit ahead because they
so
thought it might
as
happen.
you open up the door, you see inside a big open library. Walls lined with bookshelves, statues and suits of armors across the walls, and in the middle, several large, elaborate display cases, each of which are giving off strong magical auras. You also see two small little robots kind of like whirring around.
Hello?
No response.
Are they magical or just plain
Looking at them,
robots?
they look to be like they've got magic in them. Yeah, combination of a few different things. Conjuration mostly.
Hmm. Anything on the suits of armor?
Suits of armor in here? No. Looking at the giant statues on over the bookshelves, those two things are most certainly magical.
Hmm. What schools?
Looking at it, conjuration.
Well. Probably. I mean, that would probably maybe the security system.
As you open it, one of the little robots whirs up towards in front of the door. Scans you, and you see as this blue light suddenly envelops you, going from the top of your head down to your feet and then back up again. And then as it does, it turns back around and it walks inside, and you watch as it starts gathering books on the wall. A few different ones get lit up in the process.
Oh.
Down here, there's like a bunch of costume stuff.
Yeah, looking at it, you can see what looks to be an extremely elaborate costume wardrobe.
Bet wants to go in there.
There's a little robot whirring around inside of it, kind of moving around from items to item, scanning things. As you walk up towards the door and you open it, it scans you with a blue light from head to toe and back up again, and then turns back around.
Hey, can you help us? Okay, that's moving.
Excuse me,
Okay.
little friend.
You suddenly watch as from around the corner, something flying whirs around and hovers into the space next to you. It looks to be several like metallic rings that are all sort of spinning around each other in a strange sort of circle. And in the middle of it, you can see this bluish light emanating from the middle of it as a voice suddenly rings out from it and says, "Oh, the Stars and Sea Society."
Is this the same voice as Margaret? Or whatever her name was from downstairs?
Not quite. Sounds a little similar, but same sort of similar accent. Definitely a female, but a little different.
Oh, hi. Yes, that is us. We are just kind of got turned around. Our escort, I guess the term is powered down. Could you please point us to where we need to go?
Well, where are you looking for?
I think we do need to meet up with the Avalian alchemist, or so looks.
Oh, lo, of course you must meet the Arvalian alchemist. Of course you must. So much depends upon you meeting the Arvalian alchemist. What would happen? The despair, the struggle. As you've gone through floor after floor, I can see that you are desperate to reach this goal. I will help you in whatever way that I can. How may I assist you? Would you like a guide?
Slowly turns to Babette and makes an extremely elaborate flourish, bow. I think it's up to you now. Your words, your honey words, please. Tell us where we need to go.
Yes, we would.
Oh, as far as I know, she must be engrossed in her work, as always, toiling away, struggling day after day. But of course, work is not done here in the lower quarters. All the greatest work is done above. You would have to go several floors ahead if you were to try and find the Arvalian alchemist.
Okay.
Is it guaranteed that they will be at the top?
Well,
Or-
most certainly.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your assistance. Do you
Actually,
have a name?
My name is Claris.
Thank you very much, Claris. Will there be others like you on any other floors should we get ourselves turned around?
There should be one on every floor. Though, of course, not the knight's quarters, the floor below ours. That would normally be Sir Girrington's floor. But as he is often out going on desperately important adventures for our dear mistress, he is not often there. If you go to the floor above this one, you should find another guide. Unfortunately, we are all bound to the floors that we are on. So while I can help you on your journey here, if you were to seek out further lands, I'm afraid that I could not help you.
Well, you have been an incredible help so far. We will gather our friends and head on to the Arvalian alchemist.
And Clarice shall sing of you as you go.
yes, our success would have never been such without your help. Also, how many floors are there?
There are 13.
Good to know. Thank you. So much.
And Babette will do a flourishy Arvalian bow and as well.
Oh no, you are planning to leave now, are you? No, you cannot possibly do that. It would be much too terrible. You are not yet attuned. If you were to leave this place unattuned, then surely you will meet nothing but peril on every floor you go to. How you've managed to come so far, you must be in truly brave spirits. But without attuning to this place, it will be your enemy.
Well, I mean, that does make sense that we were, yes. So, what is this attunement process of which you speak?
Well, you have many magic items on your persons. You must be familiar with how it works.
Oh, so we
If you
just-
spend a portion of your rest staying here safely, I can ensure that by the end of it, and the moment that you've attuned to this place, that you can then leave here safely. But it would
Makes
take at least an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no problem with that, actually. I thank you so much. But I must carry on your valiant words to the group. Surely you are the savior to us all. She makes a big
You're
flourish
fine.
over to the group and just be like, so anyways, yeah, this, we were recommended. We should probably just wait like an hour. And
Say, is
Mm.
it just this floor you tune to, or each floor you have to attune to?
I think she kind of showed that it's like, I guess if we attune to the place itself, you know? So,
mean
Can
that
you
I'll have
answer for me?
to tune to
because it
some
would
of
be like 13 hours we would have to be attuning to. I mean, actually, if she's lived her whole life. Hey, wait a second. She walks
Yeah, no,
back.
I bet was gonna go and ask. Do I have to unattune to some of my current items? Oh no, he's muted.
Sorry, I'm back.
Mhm.
Ah.
Okay, what did you ask?
Do we have to unattune to some of the items we are currently on, and do we have to tune to each individual floor, or just the
Mm.
whole building?
As far as you were able to tell, it's just attuning to the building, and she didn't mention anything about unattuning to anything.
Okay.
Well,
Be there for an hour.
as I say, there is someone who definitely is cough cough very much of a bit like oh shit, she's coming closer to me. A performer. So why don't we just go sit down and ask? You know, just
Sit down and tune
listen.
the
Yeah,
place.
just it's fine. I got some tea. It can probably help you out a little bit, Ember. For healing more than you know, to take a
Sure,
quite
I
the
guess we could
stumble.
Sun Sterling.
Yeah,
Just
maybe. I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay. All right.
I
Well,
guess Sun Sterling. Yeah, tunes in the place.
so
Quick question: the books the robot highlighted when he scanned me. Can I read the titles from here?
They all seem to be folklores and fairy tales from Avale.
Tune to this place real quick.
So you're all gonna
Just-
spend a short rest here?
Yeah,
maybe
short
Okay.
rest.
tonight.
You gonna look around at anything while you're doing it?
That's gonna go look at the costume room.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's
Yeah,
curious.
I'm gonna go look at the books that were scanned
Yeah,
for me.
She's curious to see what books would be recommended, but then she'll spend the rest of her time just amused by what's going on in the costume room.
You can go ahead and give me investigation check to anybody that's wanting to investigate. And Zale, you can give me an arcana check as well.
That's going in the costume room to investigate.
You can tell that by talking to the homunculus, you can ask for like you can mention like subjects or like certain like material, and they will highlight any book in here that relates to it. Looking around, you realize that there's a based off of the investigation check in that room, you can see that there's a bunch of these are definitely theater props. These are not like, costumes meant to disguise you in a professional manner. Like this is a whole theater prop setup. And as far as you can like tell, like I mean, there's enough supplies in here for a person to put on like any performance you might want to put on. A lot of it is very good material too. It's not like cheap theater supplies. These things look like they were like really quality ones.
I think Babette would have fun in the theater room as long as nobody can interrupt her. Trying on
Okay.
different things, seeing how they look.
All right. While you're
Wow.
doing that, Hanu, you're investigating what?
Just library stuff, yeah.
Okay. Zale, are you investigating?
Yeah, I got 25. Oh, investigating.
No, that was your Arcana. Yeah.
Let me roll the station.
Okay. Okay. So, Mashad, Zale finds a very strange artificer device here. All right. I need you to give me another Arcana check.
Just gonna look at Sail.
Actually, give me Tinker's tools.
Tinker skills? Gotcha.
She will look at Sail casting guidance and be like, "So, you've also replaced me just like Willem."
It's the same will in my Arcana because it's expertise.
Yeah.
For Arcana. 30 plus
Okay.
guidance. 32.
So you find a strange handheld device, all right? As far as you can tell, it appears to be some sort of weapon, that uses special disc-like ammunition, all right? You see a bunch of different types of disc-like devices stacked up all over the places. Some of them in their own cases, some of them stacked up on whole blocks, and some of them in these strange tomes that seem to collect these discs. Looking at it, based off of your checks on it, this thing could fire these discs up to 60 feet away. You have found and discovered how to use the Green Ray boxed set. This handheld weapon can be loaded with special disc-like ammunition, capable of being fired up to 60 feet away for 1d4 piercing damage, but firing 1d6 discs each time. For each disc fired, subtract 1 from the attack roll. So first you roll to determine how many discs are being fired by it, and then that gets minused from your attack roll as you fire, and you can fire up to 60 feet away with it, and each of the discs do 1d4 piercing damage.
Love this.
Huh. Wow, this is intriguing. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, you ended up with a box set, Green Ray box set for something called Terminator, which felt fitting.
Huh. Just gotta write this down.
Oh my god.
So I was just kind of looking at this, really surprised. Like, I really like this place. So, did you find anything interesting?
Well, yeah, sure, fine. I know when I've been replaced. Did I find anything interesting with the 22?
Yes, you did. With that, you managed to notice that several of the pages of the books in this library are clearly grafted in and don't originally belong to the tomes that they've been bound to. There's a few inconsistent pages in different books that have been put into it. The thing that's most curious amongst them is that a few of these books pages that have been grafted into these books are written in Celestial, indicating something. They seem to be alluding. Give me a religion check.
Okay.
Guidance. Guidance.
Alright, religion.
I love this place. Great music.
I'm gonna reroll that, honestly.
Okay.
So I'm just like, ugh.
And add another d4 too. What have you rolled?
My rolls have been low today. 20.
Hey, and another d4. Because I got 8 guys.
Oh, yeah, no, it can only be once.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Okay, and then give me investigation.
Oh no. Jesus.
You can ask for
Can I
help
help
on this
her?
because it's
Still-
exploration.
Yeah.
Somebody else can make the check. It's like an
Yeah,
exploration.
you wanna help me?
check, so you can ask.
She's gonna dramatically look away for a moment and then be like,
You realize, based off that religion check, that these random pages are all that are written in Celestial are all from the same thing. and you're fairly certain with that religion check that it's from a very mythic tome. Something that you've heard about before, known as the Book of Exalted Deeds.
She's gonna dramatically look aside, seeing that Zayla can cast guidance, and be like, it's not like I found a very important celestial book of myth right here that is in some kind of pattern. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. And she'll just show him the page, just
Alright. Roll
and
cast yourself in Spanish.
like just quickly summarize what her theory is. Book of Exalted Deeds.
27.
Okay. Based off of what she says on it, you manage to be able to direct the homunculus robots that are in the room with some key words, and they end up going and finding a bunch of different books based off of that. You realize that the books that the pages have been placed inside of are actually clues on what other books would end up having it. And by using that, you end up putting together this whole list using a sequence to determine the titles of the books. Give those titles to these robots who quickly collect them all in the middle of this. And as they're all laid out on it, you realize that they're going to have to be compiled together, like in the pages like removed and put together. I need an Arcana check in order to be able to accomplish this without ruining the pages in the process.
Okay, wanna give me help?
Yeah, she's just glancing over. Oh, wait. Nobody else has Arcana shit. Okay. Listen. I'm gonna really tell you something good. Okay, here. I will cancel enhance ability on you, so then you can put guidance on. Just like,
Intelligence, yes!
I believe in you. You're very smart. You can do this.
29.
Okay. You managed to like direct the robots and use a few techniques you've learned about crafting magical items to be able to actually have them help with binding these pages together. What you realize is that it's not the full book, right? And as you take a step aside from it, Hanu, you look down on it and you realize that it's just one chapter from the Book of Exalted Deeds. You quickly end up scanning and reading through it, and it takes you the rest of your long rest to read it. When you finish reading it, the entire chapter and the pages suddenly light up with this golden light, first starting with the letters until it bleeds out across the pages, and then they suddenly fizzle away into mist in front of you. As the chapter is now returned to the book somewhere. You're familiar enough with the lore of the Book of Exalted Deeds to know that if pages were ever ripped from it, they should return to it. Something was preventing them from doing it until they were put together into the chapter, and now that they have and you've studied it, they've returned back to wherever that book is. But you now have this trait.
Oh! Oh, that's cool!
She'll be like, Sail,
Whoa!
listen.
Oh, yeah.
This book is being held hostage, I think. Also, I feel a little bit weird, but still. As I read what this is.
You watch as the halo.
Above you. Yeah! Hanu, you have something above you.
She starts looking around. What's going on? Oh. Huh. Curious.
Whoa! I really like this place. I was just like looking at your halo.
Just touching it.
By the way, did we do a good thing with that?
Yeah, I think there was something preventing these pages from going back to the source book. Which leaves me a lot more questions than anything.
Deeds Armin investigating is good! So this kind of turns around, very comic look.
God.
Hey Amber, how are you feeling?
Hanu, he
What?
ignores me. Tells us over dramatic, just wrapping himself around Hanu. He doesn't pay attention to me anymore.
Well,
Since your time here, you've realized that the items in these display cases are actually like, pretty crazy. Ember, looking at the display case to your right, you realize that someone mummified a small baby, leaving the wings exposed, though, out of it. Right? So there is a small mummified baby inside of this case right here. Next to you, Hanu, there's a weird skull. And the more you look at it, the more you get this strange feeling that it's looking back at you. Zarman, you see a lamp in this case over here by you. And Zale, you definitely noted that there was a surplus of magical enchantments around that lamp. Zarman, on the plaque on it, you can see that it says the Lamp of Jalam written on a little bronze placard on the front of it, with a little dash next to it that says Urok.
What's this thing? This big wing has a set.
Looking at this, it is a giant singular wing that is 20 foot in length, and it shows no signs of decay, perhaps due to the case it's sealed within. It is slightly glowing, though, with this like sort of like humming white energy off of the edges of it.
Huh. Does it say any like indication what it is? Like,
There's nothing, no placard on that one.
sounds like looks the kind of Hanu. Hey Hanu,
okay,
you know what that might be?
she's looking and she's tilting her head. Does it invoke any imagery?
It definitely
Picture-
reminds you of the wings that you've seen on depictions in places like Frederick's house, where he had all this depiction of winged people. They're very, they don't quite look like things you've seen on other natural creatures.
Okay. Yeah, she glances over to like where the bone would be and tries to gauge it. I'm like, it's. Well.
Off of that side of it, you see that there is a plaque that says Wing of the Solar.
Fuck.
She will cover the plaque and be like, why, yes, I do know. For my deep investigation.
Give me a religion check if you'd like to know what a solar is.
Yeah, she's just gonna try to wing it. Yes. My...
Wing it.
Yes. To my deep study of all that is religion in the world through my studies. What I think this is a +1d4. It's
That one.
a 17.
I want to get that.
You've heard that solars are a type of like celestial, higher in the divine rank, that you're not exactly certain where they place.
While they're doing this, Babette is gonna ask this creature if it's okay if she takes some of the costumes out, and she's gonna join the others dressed up in like a ridiculous cape and a mask and everything.
It doesn't acknowledge. It just kind of
Okay.
like whirs around.
As long as it doesn't try and attack her when she leaves with some costumes, she's gonna join everyone.
You take a step out that door, and nothing happens.
Okay, cool.
Tackles you.
I'm gonna get into it.
She's given like a quick brief recap of what solars are, just her thing, and like, and also Frederick place, and oh, hello there. And who are we speaking to?
Whoa.
It's I, the Avalian alchemist.
Here? Oh my gosh, it's her. In the flesh.
Huh.
And Babette will give a very extravagant bow.
What's this thing that I'm looking at right here?
As you look at it, just a second. You see that a huge egg inside of there, covered in these large blue dots. You're certain that thing must weigh at least 50 pounds.
Jeez. Does that look like the witches' eggs that they had back in
No,
Broken
it
Side?
does. No, it does not. As
Okay.
far as you knew, the dragon-like eggs are like covered in scales.
Psst.
Yeah.
She'll,
Is there a little
yeah.
kind of look for a little like post-it?
She's gonna wave Ember over and just look at this egg and be like, "Have you ever seen anything like this before?"
You can give a nature check.
I will help you.
hmm.
I got it. She has a 12 intelligence. I'm sure you're a little bit on the up and up.
14.
Yeah. She'll give you advantage and give you guidance. Be like, "Yeah, what's this? What's this?"
Nice.
Oh, that is a coatl egg.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I could get an Arcana check if somebody wants to know what that skull is.
Yeah, do Arcana check. I have
Yeah.
a band right now.
It felt like there was eyes on me, but I honestly thought the wings were the quaddle. But if it's an egg, oh.
Yes.
22.
That's something we should probably definitely
Um,
not be anywhere near.
You're fairly certain that that is the skull of a type of demon that is known as a Tanari.
The hell
So-
is it doing
And I could also get, what was that religion check that you had from before? Oh yeah, I can get another religion check for this one right here. Anybody that wants to know what this mummified winged baby is all about.
Oh boy, can I give Rue advantage?
Yeah.
She
Oh yeah,
also-
Rue has.
She,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
has
yeah.
intelligence, so I'll give her guidance advantage. I'll be like, looking over her, over there, I'll be like, "Oh, what's this?"
Okay. Give me just a second.
What?
So I know she has like a 16, I think, in intelligence, so she's doing good.
It's just
She is smart cookie.
Yeah.
and expertise, I think. Also, in fucking religion.
Okay.
Yeah.
She says that she's certain that that's a half angel, half kindred. What did they call it again? Oh, Sage said this. It was in one of his scrolls. Oh, Nephilim. It's a mummified baby Nephilim. Aw, that's sad.
Oh.
Huh. What are Nephilim? I don't remember.
Half. They're similar to like demigods. You know, they're like born from mortals and from so like they're quasi deities. They are born from gods and mortals,
She's just looking.
similar to Azamar.
Hmm.
Okay, so.
Very interesting.
Huh. And. Interesting.
So yes, you have a mummified infant Nephilim, a Tanari skull, a lamp of the lamp of Jalam, and a coatl egg, and a wing from an Archon.
So, can
Solar,
Del make
sorry.
it like an intelligence check to kind of? Because I feel like some of these, there's a reason, like it's connecting.
There's a reason we're all in the same room.
There's a story
Yeah.
to it or something, yeah.
You can go ahead and give me, an intelligence check.
I mean, you'd still have advantage.
Yeah, I know.
With that.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's glancing over at the lamp and taking a once over
If
too.
Hanu guidance Ember earlier, you would have had to drop concentration on enhanceability, wouldn't you?
Oh shit, you're right. Yeah, well, I'd probably have asked. Well, apparently, since Zale knows guidance, she'd be like, "Well, Zale can help you out with that. Not me anymore."
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. This person likes really powerful, dangerous things.
Is there a
Just 'cause I'm curious. Can I just say the names of the things. So basically, information like just the names of the things as I'm just going around.
Yeah,
To the
you
robot.
have the Lamp of Shalom, the Tanari Skull, Mummified Infant Nephilim, Egg of a Coatl, and Wing of a Solar.
Could I
I
actually
repeat
ask?
this to the robot.
Oh, okay. That's
See if
okay.
I can keyword it.
It highlights a total of 36 books in the library.
Could I ask Gran or any one of my ancestors if like this sounds like anything you know?
Give me an insight check.
Inside. Ooh,
Nice.
28.
Damn.
Based off of that, Gran would be able to tell you that she's heard about the Alvalian alchemist and that they're somebody that a lot of heroes talk about seeking out when they need something that can defeat the impossible. So, looking around at all of this stuff, it seems quite fitting for somebody who's able to defeat the impossible to have these types of trophies around their place.
She will mention this out loud. So there might be.
Evidently, they're known for supplying weapons to people that are trying to defeat the impossible.
Just points down to the weapon room, as well as what we were told that there was like a knight who was in charge of the garrison. He points up, like, these honestly all might be just individual stories, all connected together by a common thread, which I guess in the long run will have a big running theme, but for right now, we just know that they are trophies from impossible quests, which I'm guessing which is why Brave Albion is recruiting them, because this seems to be quite the impossible one.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, from the dossiers they gave us of what we're trying to obtain from artifacts, makes a lot of sense that a person who has all these trophies from beings of great power and honestly overworldly, probably the best person to help us.
She'll clasp her hand on your shoulder, and I guess that is a fun task for you to start looking deep into, Mr. I remember everything. Pats you on the cheek.
Yes, it is. Oh, this is gonna be quite fun. So, like, rubs his hand to get there.
Oh no, the
That's gonna go
Alvalian...
return the costume to the costume room.
Oh no, she's like, the Alvalian alchemist, she left? No?
What's this room look like?
Looking at it, it looks to be like a major study room. There's a big open window past which you can see nothing but mostly clouds at the moment. It's the middle of the night, so a bit of moonlight is spilling its way into the room, but it looks to be mostly like a sitting reading area.
And we're all attuned now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's
It's
gonna walk
been-
into the room then.
Oh, Mashad, you have a lot of static.
A lot.
Do I? Sorry.
Sail, what are you doing outside? Stop!
Sorry. Yeah, so we'll walk in and just
Just sit on the chair and reflect.
Sal just looks at her for a second, kind of like, huh.
If she wasn't immediately attacked, she's gonna go like sit on it and just look out the window, gaze at the stars.
As you sit down in the chair, you watch as a book that had been closed next to it suddenly opens up, and it flips to several pages ahead before suddenly it props itself up, and then the pages start moving in the way that you would expect a mouth to, as a voice comes out to it and
Yeah.
says, "You are not the Arvalian alchemist.
I apologize for sitting in a preferred reading spot. I can leave if that is what you wish.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, after all, I would hate to make you take quick leave from such comfort. What is your name?
Babette.
Ah, Babette. Oh, yes, from the Stars and Seas Society. We were expecting you. I am Mrs. Diary.
Oh, oh, oh.
It's lovely to meet you.
How are you? This must seem like a strange place for those that come from the three-dimensional world.
Babette starts to respond and then says, I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
The three-dimensional
it.
world? Did you not realize that you were in the middle of a storybook?
So we are in a two-dimensional world. Zell kind of like looks kind of like right above, above it.
It must be quite the shock.
You know, I keep expecting the shock to come. I just don't have it in me anymore.
Oh, dear.
I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean I've experienced a lot of new things with the Stars and Seas Society.
But shock is cousin to wonder. It must be terrible to not to experience wonder.
Babette is like taken aback by that comment, actually.
Zell like looks at you. and she says that.
Well, I think we should head on, continue speaking to the Arvalian alchemist. It was lovely to meet you. Goodbye.
Zell
Oh,
would,
of
like, look-
course. I would not wish to hold you from her for too long. Honestly, I'm very glad that you visited. She's needed, friend.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Miss Diary.
You watch. Mrs. I'm a married woman. And the
Oh.
book closes.
yes! Yes!
Oh,
I was waiting for it so much! I love this place. Can we stay here?
Babette was
just 'cause-
ask if it was okay if our curious artificer continues to explore, and then it fucking dropped that bomb on her. So now
I love it.
so
What's on the tables here?
Handwritten notes, recipes, some arcane formula, some potion ingredients, stuff like that. Give me an investigation check. Nope, just some notes and potion ingredients and stuff.
Yeah, I'm start off now. Oh, damn! I kind of nice about this key I found. Maybe next got up, or maybe now.
Okay, yeah. There's 13 floors, so we have a long ways to go, but at least we won't get immediately jumped. Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, seems very interesting, and I don't know, it's like a lot of stories. I mean, pun intended, we are in a storybook at the moment, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. A lot of wonder. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Cheerio. I mean, so this goes up.
She's just in her mind thinking about, there seems to be an Alvalian alchemist for so long. I wonder what the previous one would have had this place look like. She's climbing up the stairs slowly.
Okay.
And under her breath, she'll just say, well, we do create our own realities sometimes.
No, if we are on storybook, that one, I mean, might sound crazy, but what is to go to show that not all storybooks you created actually create a world? You know, thinking about it, as we were hearing like the story about Pridwin and everything with Kishara, how they created the world and everything. Well, what if writers who create stories and everything also create worlds just in a different dimension?
That was the one thing about dreams, is that we end up controlling our dreams in a way that we end up controlling our own worlds, especially if we daydream a lot. So, it's a big complex nexus, I guess. I mean, if you look at the galaxies, you see the stars and then you just see stuff in between them, so I guess something has to comprise that.
That means every
permanent worlds.
pulp novel is its own world, not just pages.
Well, it's a theory, but I mean,
if you have enough belief, who knows what would happen. If enough people believe in one thing, it becomes a truth, at least in one regard.
yeah, that's what I've been thinking. Maybe having belief or multiple beliefs, or a belief strongly in something makes something exist, or come to exist.
Yeah.
Huh. Very interesting.
All of Babette's skepticism that she naturally has is making her so salty about that comment right now. There is
That's like it sounds hotter contemplating.
Radius of Babette is just dehydrated. She's so salty right now.
Knowing somebody is dehydrated, she'll be like, "Do you need some water? I got a water skin here." You
Did I
okay?
feeling thirsty all of a sudden?
I don't know. I'm feeling kind of parched here too.
I know.
People.
Well, yeah, but heading upstairs at the top here.
Okay.
Oh, throne.
Oh boy.
Long corridor. Oh. Nope. Lizelle just like sees it, like, nope. Is that a world map?
It looks like a long table with a map drawn across it. You'd have to get closer to it to have a better idea of what it's trying to map.
You are attuned to this place.
As you step inside,
Yeah.
Nothing.
you recognize that the land on those things looks weird. Go ahead and give me a history check. If anybody has cartographer's tools, they can do so with advantage when looking at this map.
I will just
Yeah,
give you
don't check right
advantage
now.
with my history. Other than that,
Oh, baby.
So, looking at this is not maps of anything that exists on your world, as far as you can tell, except for one island right here that is clearly shaped like the island of Avalon.
Oh.
But everything else around it makes absolutely no sense. You've never seen any of these other places. They're probably fictional. Or from, yeah.
Wait. This is Avalon.
Go ahead
Right
and
here.
give me an investigation check.
Okay. 24.
You note that the number of land masses here equals the number of boards that had drawings on them underneath that bed on the knight's quarters. The fact that there were a set number of boards and a set number of lands here makes you feel like those depictions you saw on each of the boards there were of a different land mass here. Or at least
What-
stories from them.
What was the one that had the symbol I got the bronze key from?
The one that you got the bronze key from popped right out of underneath the frame, not out of any of the boards. You had to
Okay.
touch the symbols on the boards in a specific order, and then a symbol popped up underneath the frame itself that started to glow, and then the key dropped out of it.
Just do.
These land masses. There's no
Looking at
arms.
them, you note a few different names labeled on a couple of the land masses, though most of them are not labeled. Of the ones that are labeled, you note these names: Avalon, Fusong, Lintukoto, El Dorado, and Beering John.
She is
So-
handing over a
huh.
notebook to you with like something to inscribe it with, and just like sits back and lets you have fun.
He's honestly recording this in his mind, right? he writes it down too, and then kind of gives it back to you. It's like him.
And what's in this place down here?
Looking down in there, it looks to be mostly like scroll and paint supplies. You can see a bunch of buckets filled to the brim with ink and paint of like, like oil paints that are filled up in freaking clay jugs that are about as tall as you are.
Oh wow! I just rolled a double nat 20. Holy moly! Damn, the history check.
Mhm.
Huh. So, why is Avalon here? I mean, they get Odysseus, but why are these other continents?
Other storybooks, maybe.
But that would mean that Avalon's from the storybook.
I mean, I have no concept of what exactly is happening here.
So, why? If Avalon came from the storybook, Zaman, where was Avo from?
You there, Zarman?
Oh, my fucking headphones were unplugged. Just ever so slightly. Fucker.
Rip.
I'm pretty sure she came from Avalon.
So, this might sound crazy. If Ava was an Avalon, what if Ava was a storybook character?
I mean, honestly, to me, it sounds like you're just plugging exciting new information into the real world.
But think about it.
I think
All-
we're at the point of all of our experiences that real and what isn't real has been hard to differentiate anyway.
I hate that you have a point.
Yeah, I mean, I think because her legend is so grand, it probably has spread. We do
But-
know there's other places that, I mean, Rue has traveled to, so who knows?
Well,
What?
that is the thing what Rue was talking about. Rue was saying that nothing seemed out of the ordinary. So, interesting.
I mean, it's a nexus, I guess. And these other pointing to the countries or islands are probably of great note into what, I don't know, universe, star system they're in. I have no concept of this either, but Avalon is an anchor point to our world. We think about it.
Huh. Interesting. I wonder if. No, I mean. She could have known.
Hmm.
If she came out of the fairy tale book and became reality, then what does that mean for us?
Mm.
I mean, just thinking what Pridwin said with Gashara and everything. We are technically the god's creation in these cycles that were created when what happened to Gashara. So,
Yeah.
what's to say we're different than Avalon? Who's to say that we're not? I don't know. I feel like there's something I'm trying to grasp, but not quite grasping it.
That we're as real as we believe we are, or our existence is as it is?
Well, think
That
about what
reality
happened.
as a concept is kind of meaningless when it gets to the point of gods and fairy tales.
I mean, I feel
In
like
a
they're
way, yes.
intertwined.
Yes. Because think back to Takawara, the Warden. Remember when we went to 1983?
Yeah.
He was aware. Because Takawara will be aware of everything that goes on. With the Warden being there, if he was there, as you said, to prevent or stop the apocalypse, or in a way,
Well,
supervise.
I think even that statement's an assumption.
Yeah.
Well-
The warden would have left, I felt. That once he knew things were going south, there was nothing for him to really be there too.
Well, what if, again, crazy thing, what if what's happening with our fights and everything, it's like a storybook. We're basically following the story. Going down the line, and there's a definite ending.
I mean, even then, there's always at least a chapter or two that always leaves open for interpretation for another remake to be made.
And that's what I'm thinking is,
Yeah.
what if those decisions, kind of like how we brought back our good old friend Tyseth, there's those moments in the book that left for interpretation, but except for us writing it. But then in still, that might different things that we've seen that before with the airship blowing up at a later date. But the story, in a way, the story kept on continuing. The airship blew up.
We're just the unpublished drafts.
Exactly.
Listen,
I wasn't
Worse.
curious about the crystal giant thing in the other room, though. It's kind of making me nervous.
yeah,
That's why I closed the door on.
every action that we have is just a pebble cast in water that will create ripples, and you cast so many, they will overlap, but because they have a common factor, it at least creates an image if you look from it far away.
Well, if in case of if we are a story and the world is supposed to go to an apocalypse, Does that mean the way to stop her is to rewrite the story? Rewrite the ending?
I think
Since we
that you're
are-
just thinking about it a little too hard, because we're gonna try anyway, regardless of that answer, right?
Of course, I just... Knowing if that is what it is, it's gonna be...
And would knowing help?
I think so. I don't know why, I think so. Oh, in any case,
Well,
enough of my rambling.
I don't know what this El Dorado is, but I sure do hope there's a road to it.
Out of character, I hate you.
Wait so fucking long.
I know, I heard it in your voice. I was like, you're being serious. When is it coming? Fine. Give me phone. I don't see any stairs.
I could head in invisibly.
Well, I mean,
The last time we tried that in here didn't quite work.
That is true. I did get hit by a plate.
we're technically a tune. So we should.
Shall we see?
Proper manners. As
Yeah.
with she and Yokeshi, sometimes people who are hard at work don't like to get disturbed, so we just need to make proper etiquette.
I guess try docking real quick.
That knocks on the door.
No response.
You know what? We should probably ask the next guide what the other names of the guides above us would be. That
I
should
wonder-
that would be really helpful. Yeah.
I wonder if the
Maybe.
one in that room is a guide.
We're going to find out.
Oh, heckin'. Alright.
Okay.
It's on.
Step inside. It's gone.
Well, that's mildly concerning. Babette cautiously takes another step in.
Looking down, you can see a throne at the end of the room, flanked on either side by giant statues. There's a bunch of suits of armors lined up along the end of it, and as soon as you step in the center, I need you to roll initiative.
Yeah.
It was the center part. I was like,
Okay,
what's
give me
this
just a second. Give me a second.
I was like, it's gonna be the fucking carpet.
It's a mimic! Fucking run!
What are those carpets called? The ones that
Drugs of smothering.
That's it.
Oh, it's funny. Yeah, I was already turning out the fucking haze of death.
I was just like,
this
Babette,
is suspicious.
take the dodge action! No!
Yeah, I was already turning out my shit just in case. I was like, wait, Babette! Oh, fucking love it.
B.
That was freaking.
Okay.
Dude, the fucking music while this was. Dude, the music while we were talking about that shit was fucking great. Oh no, Buffett. Oh, I have a track record with these things. I have such a bad track record with these things.
I wonder why.
Okay, begin combat. At the beginning of it, as you step onto the rug, you watch as suddenly it furls up off of its ends and attempts to smother you inside of its embrace.
No!
Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are currently grappled. You are considered restrained, blinded, and Are you taking a breath in?
I would say that Babette's smart enough to do that.
Yes. Okay, cool. So, you are holding your breath, and you can be inside of this thing for a total of, what's your con modifier?
2.
Okay, 2 minutes. You're good. Alright. Unless it beats that out of you. And that'll be the end of its turn. Materializing off of the throne. You watch as this thing suddenly takes crystals suddenly like materialize in the air and start spinning rapidly until they suddenly form into the structure bound together of this odd humanoid-like figure. And it is going to then where'd it go?
Babette.
Yeah, I need a con saving throw against you.
Me?
Yep.
Those always go well.
Oh,
Wow.
Hey.
What'd you get?
17.
Okay, success. Put it for...
The curse has to be broken!
It's because I play a barbarian on Monday.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
Although Trudy doesn't roll great either. A lot of the time, she just has better con.
Uh,
You take 12 points of necrotic damage. As you feel the sudden force trying to draw you towards this thing. As a vortex opens up in front of it, like a mini black hole, suddenly this tendrils of dark energy start trying to pull you towards it. But as you manage to stand your ground, you don't get pulled towards it, and you take half the damage. And
That was halved, right?
yes, that was
Okay.
half. And that will be the end of its turn. And that brings us to Ember. You're up.
What's going on? Ah, there's a rug. And whatever that is,
Oh boy.
it will. He is going to
Yo, I love this session.
Scorching Ray. Big boy.
Oh, hell
Okay.
yeah.
Throned
All right.
at 4th level.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
'Cause why not? Oh god. Oh god!
13.
13 floors, 13
There.
to hit.
Oh, there we go. There's one. Wait, I get extra ones for these because it's 4th level.
Yep.
Come on.
Oh,
Hey!
Nice.
There we
nice.
go.
Nice.
All right.
Alright.
So 3.
Yep.
I'm assuming his AC is higher than 13.
Yes, you're right.
All right. First one. Oof. Second one.
And I rolled another 2 for this. Great.
Oh, and that.
Then you got a crit on the last one.
Hang on.
No, the second one right now is crit.
All right, hang on. I rolled a couple of ones there. I do believe I have something about that.
Ooh, nice, yeah.
Any one on the die is treated as a 2. So,
So that 3 did
They're all so
4.
that 3
so
is
the
a
3 did a
4, which is
4,
an
and the
8.
7 did an 8.
Okay, cool.
So
The
16.
7 did an 8, and the other one became an 8 as well. So 8, 16, 20.
And
Yeah.
Whenever I score a critical hit with a spell attack that deals fire damage, I do an extra 3d6 fire damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Hell yeah. Woo!
Mhm.
So another
32.
12.
All right.
Damn. Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Just shooting razor fire.
Chunks of those like his crystalline body like blasts off with each of it, and you see as it does, the crystal like turns into like these weird little mini black holes that then like destroy themselves as soon as they're separated from the body.
That looks really cool. I
Yeah.
think you'd like that.
Okay. Anything else?
I should have done that before. Bonus action, I will summon my wildfire spirit.
Okay.
Woo. Hell yeah.
Okay. Good shit. Nice. I love them.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay.
That means it's my spirit's turn, and he'll
It
shoot
says
a
on your
little.
card that you threw up that summoning the wildfire spirit takes your action.
Oh, does it? Should be bonus action.
It should be bones, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, it should be bonus action. I think.
Yeah, it should.
Let me double
Yeah.
check that.
Yeah, I'm
That
just
would
letting you know that the thing that you threw up is that action.
Yeah, because wild shape is a bonus action.
It-
Wild shape is an action unless you're a moon druid, then it's
Yeah.
bonus.
Oh,
Oh no, that
it
one's
is
an
action.
action. That one's an action.
All right.
So never mind.
No.
I'll do that next turn.
Yeah, it is action. Wow. I thought
Yes.
it was bonus action.
All right. There we go.
It might have
Well,
been in like the UA, so who knows? You know?
Yeah, I guess probably that's
Yeah.
what caught it.
Anything else with your bonus action?
No, that'll do for now.
Okay. Hana, you're up.
She's going to take out her fan very threateningly, but still point at the rug and say, "Release!" and command it to release Babette.
That is so cool. You're using that command. So
I know, I love
Uh,
it.
all right.
So it needs to make a wisdom save.
They are not good at this. -4. For a -3.
I threateningly wave this fan, even though it's close. I'm pointing at it, like, "Oh boy, you better stop. You better do that."
So on its turn, it'll let it go.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And on the short rest, she would have used her channel divinity to get back the second level spell slot and then gain her channel divinity
Okay.
back. So I just wanted to get that sorted out. But yeah, she just does that, and then she will step aside, be like, if I grab." Well, she'll try to see if she can. No, I can't grab Babette and drag her with me because that would be my action to do that. So
Yep.
yeah, she'd be like, "Babette, roll away," and step aside for someone to or anybody else to step in.
All right. Zeo.
Yeah, she's gonna
So
withhold.
is
with
the
some
rug
other
still
spells.
on her? Or it's
Yeah,
just
I'm
free
sorry.
now?
What was that? What was that,
No,
Sapphire?
no, she's
sorry, yeah, go
gonna. She'll withhold from using any other spells for right now. So
Gotcha.
just-
So
Michelle.
it's about bet free?
Yes. Oh, not yet, but it will be on its turn when we can release it. So.
Okay,
Still in the boy.
She's still in the boy. I think they do range. Yeah, you're still in there, so I don't wanna strike you. Cause it'll damage you. I do not want to do my attacks. These
You
boys
could
are
hold
fucking
an action to
weird.
hit it once I'm out.
Yeah, but it'll hit you.
Once I'm out. Once Babette is removed from the
Yeah, you
rug,
could hold
then
your
you
action,
release
yeah.
an action. You know what I'm saying?
That one I was saying. But I think I'm gonna work on this guy real quick. What I'm gonna do is take a step back here. Take a step right here. Because I'll stay there because I want you to just get the fuck out once you get it. And I'm gonna just shoot this buggo right here with the gauntlet rain attack. So here comes the gauntlet rain mode. Roll. Up. Range. 15. Oh, 15 hit.
Yes, it does.
6 force damage, and I'll shoot it again. 20. Or 12, so 20 damage. 20 force damage.
Okay, it's looking pretty hurt.
Yeah, and if Zell would hold his position.
Babette.
Did you get my message?
Yep.
That's correct.
Yep.
Cool. So, is haste activated?
Yes.
Okay.
You're
So,
bending.
who attacks on?
Oh, haste is activated? Give me a second.
That means the rogue would have done more to that.
Yeah, yeah, give me a second.
There's one more thing.
Babette would have taken an additional 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ho ho ho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh ho ho. Okay.
Oh boy.
Then Babette is gonna smack this boy. With the rapier, because that's what she's got with her.
Okay.
You are
You
restrained right now.
yeah,
You make
so
the
it's
attack at disadvantage.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah. No, but oh no, sneak. Okay,
Yep.
Yeah.
so I'll roll another one normal. Still hits.
Yep. For 14.
Not gonna hit on that one.
Then you roll 2 at disadvantage. That's weird.
Yep.
Okay.
And but 2 of them hit.
One
no,
of
the-
them did.
Correct.
Yep.
There should be more. Your modifiers.
Oh, I am proficient in that.
Yeah, no, it's actually not your dex modifier as well.
Oh,
So
Yeah, it's not adding your dex to damage. Just 5 more on top of, or 4 more on top of that. I think, right?
4 for dex.
yeah, so 11. Weird. I'll go through your sheet later to fix that.
And that, yeah, that was the attack haste action. And that's all I can do because I'm still restrained.
Yeah.
All right.
Or at least it's his turn.
Okay, guys. All right. Oof. They're all hasted. Okay.
I forget.
Not
Did
all
you
of
take
them.
the
ones
wording?
with the bug. Not the
Did you
ones-
take the
all.
wording of what's it called? The Aura of Alacrity from. What's the wording on the haste thing? Because I believe you have to start your turn in it to get the
Yeah,
benefit.
you start your turn, so some of them don't get in and some of them do. So the ones closest to him would got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, the 2 I've done.
So it's like some of them are hasted.
Yeah.
So it should be like, I think it'll
3
be.
of them would have been
3
in
of them,
range.
yeah. Yeah, within 3 of them.
Which would be the ones attacking against Zale, then 2 of them, and then one of the ones that was attacking against him.
Yeah.
Against Ember. So Attack rolls. Okay. Well, all 3 of the ones from the first one that attacked you hit Zale. And then the second one, let me just do the damage on that one first, real quick. Track.
All 3?
Yeah.
They rolled high, damn.
Yeah, you're flanked at the moment, so they're, let's see. Okay, for a total of 17 points of slashing damage. No, sorry, I didn't add their modifier to it. It's 17 plus 6 for 23.
23?
Yep. Okay, cool. So 23 from the first one. Miss. Miss. That one's a hit. $14 points of slashing damage. And then normal. Actually, I'll do the other one that's got advantage against, or that's got haste against Ember, just so I can get it done with. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's also a hit.
I could heal up on the short rest.
I mean, it's up to you guys to heal up there.
Yeah.
17 points of slashing damage. And alright. So now that leaves us with against Zale. Normal misses. Normal misses. Against Zale. Hits. Hit. $12 points of slashing damage. Against Ember. Miss. Definite miss. 2 more to go. Against Ember. Miss. Fucking A. Hit! There we go. Haha. On the next one. 8 plus for wait. Wrong button. The other one missed. So 8 points of slashing damage. Okay. Zarman.
Oh, it's finally my turn. Oh shit. That's a lot of armor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm not sure how Zale's aura thing worked. Would have been able to affect Zarman when he was behind the wall.
No, it
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Oh no, it doesn't go along the wall.
Yeah,
It doesn't go. It doesn't go
decided
through
with things
objects.
like Beacon of Hope and all that other stuff. Once there's a wall, it just cuts it. So
Yeah.
Well, Beacon of Hope isn't actually an aura, it's a buff. So you just choose targets you can see and then it works. I was asking in the case of Zale's aura if it wrapped around the wall or not.
Yeah, and it does not.
So Zarman does not start his turn in haste. goodness. This is a mess. What the fuck did you guys walk into?
Well, a rug for number 1.
Yes, alright.
God. I was only semi-paying attention here. I'm like, God. Then I hear all the fucking attack rolls. I'm like, what? Okay.
The rug should be releasing her though on top of its turn.
Yep.
And that's its whole turn, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah, it spends its turn to let go of everything it's holding, then pass its turn.
I mean, at least if the hasted action also does that. I don't know. If you want to be fair with that.
Yeah, no moving through enemy terrain.
I know, I'm just getting distances, making sure.
Yeah.
God, so much armor. Goodness.
If needed, I can just watery sphere everybody out of there and we can just close the door.
It is a throne room in the tower of one of the most powerful spellcasters in the world. So.
Yeah, and they thought it was a good idea to walk in there.
Well, but bet run off, walk on the
Yeah,
rug.
no,
To be fair, there
Probably-
wasn't any other entrance across this other than to go back up the staircase
Yeah.
you came from.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could have just gone up the staircase.
I wasn't gonna let the bet and
Yeah, we're gonna
Anyway.
go in there by herself. Imagine she took all these. Imagine she took all these attacks with night armors, man. That would have been bad.
That and her full health.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just pull out the Magma War Pick. And first attack on that. $26 to hit.
Mhm.
For some mix of piercing and fire, and I will expend the charge. Because I assume the walking armor is made of metal,
Yeah.
if that's a safe assumption.
Yep.
For another 11 fire, then I will spend a first level spell slot for a Divine Smite. So the first hit did 9, 20, 34 damage total.
It is immediately obliterated in front of you. Scattered pieces of armor just go cast across the fucking stone floor.
Jesus, guys, this is a fucking mess. How the fuck did you guys do this? Jesus, fuck.
Wanted to
Welcome.
have a sense of wonder.
That is great. Oh my god.
You know, with the
wonderful.
other attack, because Draconic Lineage, I can do cones and lines. So I can do a 30-foot cone with my second attack right there.
Nice.
It's sadly it's only one of the things in it. I just mainly wanted to get the big boy in the back.
Big
I
guy,
guess we
yeah.
can rearrange it a little bit. Hold on. Can I
Yeah,
rotate
yeah.
this?
Yeah.
How do you rotate it?
I think it's WD. Yeah, is it this right here?
before
No,
you
there's
place
no button.
it,
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah,
before you
play it.
place it, you use the scroll wheel to.
Oh, okay. So you can just backspace it and do it again.
Because I could do that kind of a bit better.
Yeah, you can aim it up.
Just to
You do-
say, so you give him like the cold shoulder, you know.
I mean, if
Wow.
I aimed it at Bill, I could get one more night, but I'd rather not.
No, please.
Mm.
That's better. Yeah.
So they all need to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 15.
Okay. The ether elemental fails.
Let me click the button.
Failure. And failure.
Nice. Full damage. Oh.
Rip.
Okay. Alright, anything else on your turn?
That was my action. I guess I could bonus action Sanctuary something, but
About
For
to
now.
stab a bitch, so.
no, I can't Sanctuary you anyway.
Oh,
You're still
yeah.
on the rug.
Yeah, I'm still hidden from everyone.
Rue, I would have Sanctuaried if she was in here, but she doesn't seem to be.
She hasn't made her way down yet.
Yeah, she's not on the initiative tracker.
Honestly,
No.
I feel like she would be really enthralled by just looking at that map. So just
Yeah.
perking her head up right at this moment, like what?
Okay.
So, Zarman will hold off. The rogue is
Rogue
smothering
of
has to spend its
Smithing
action to
lets you
let go of
go.
everything.
And that brings it back to this. Is
I
going to
move
roll
out
a
of its
d6.
space. Or
It's not your turn yet, so, but yes, you could eventually.
like I wasn't sure if it yeeted me out or if I'm
no,
still in
it
it.
doesn't. Yeah,
Okay.
you're still in its space. Okay. It got its thing back. So it's going to move here. And then... Ah!
Oh.
God dang it, stop going so far. There we go.
Oh,
Boy.
Okay, I was trying to tilt it, but it fucked it up while I was moving. Should be here.
Oh, it misses bad.
Okay, con saving throws from everything within its range, including the suits of armor.
Oh, good thing same as armor.
Wait, what was that?
Con
Con
saving
save.
throws.
Ooh, nice.
Okay, from everything. Right? Including the armor or not
yeah.
including the armor?
Including
the armor. It's just friendly fire. Nice.
Also, the people nearby, Zarman also has a +3 to the save.
Oof.
Oh man, Emperor.
Jesus.
Did you add Zarman's?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I didn't, but mine's at 22.
You are yanked towards it by the force of this black hole that suddenly generates in front of it. And as it does that, give me just a second.
That's a lot of armor that needs to make that same save.
You're
Yeah.
right.
They thankfully have advantage on this, so they'll see.
Be crazy if the elf held the gal get pulled.
No, I'm worried about that.
That's the only one that failed. They have good con and
Yeah.
and advantage, so you know. All right. Everything else in range that passed ends up taking half damage, which is okay. So 24 halved for those that succeeded.
Well,
Okay, so 12.
and what damage is this?
It is force damage.
Ah.
Sorry, necrotic damage.
Okay, that's what that's what. 60. So you half that.
So they'll take 6. The square of the carpet was also in. Did the carpet make a save?
The carpet doesn't have to.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not helping them with these guys though.
Okay. Ember, you are up.
Ow, ow, ow. This is the worst idea ever.
You're in a
I'm so
shit.
excited.
This is the worst idea ever.
Oh my god, what are you gonna do?
I'm so tempted.
This is one of those moments where you know you can turn into an owl and just fly by out of the room.
Nope. I don't know. I don't know that.
Oh man.
Ember's not a shape changer. He doesn't know these things. I'm so tempted. Alright. Hang on.
Yeah.
I just need
Oh, so curious.
odds yes, evens no. It's no, okay. Let's
Do
No, I
it
wanna know
anyways.
what-
let's disengage for now.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20,
By the way, you started my haste, so you could do an action and then disengage as a haste action.
5.
Yeah, you have a haste action to disengage with.
Yes, if you want to do an action, you can.
Yeah. Yes. That's the smart way to do this. Oh, that went the wrong way, but alright.
Oh, wait a second. Give me a second.
No.
I forgot that the ether elemental moved into your haste range.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it has to start his turn, remember? So you move
How far is your range on that?
Yeah, it
15
moved.
feet. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was
It
from
has to
the
start
back
its
here.
turn in the haste, but I think it was still like
It had
halfway
already-
in
yeah.
it. So
Yeah, it had already
portions of
moved
it in
into
it.
it. Yeah, it was already there.
Okay.
So it
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
needs,
half of it was within.
it's
So it
just
can
gonna
make a
make an
weapon
attack
attack.
roll, which it missed. So
Okay, so that's good.
Okay, so 35 to run around it that way.
Which you did start in haste, so you also have double movement.
That's fine. I just needed to know. Moving around that way. There we go. And now we will. Let's just Scorching Ray it again at 4th level.
fuck yeah.
Why not? That worked pretty well last time.
Oh man. God, you get a lot of kills. You killed this one to target everyone else. Jeez. Oh. Oh. I mean,
Okay.
5.
So 18.
Yeah. So everything other than the 12 and the 14.
So you
Okay,
landed
so
3
three
hits.
hit. Ah,
Oh,
what is
ooh,
that?
nice. So
25.
25.
So 25.
And that 3 is a 4.
Ooh, it is looking rough. Just a few like randomly spinning crystals.
And let's do bonus action. Healing Spirit.
Okay.
And just pop it on top of me.
Good shit.
And he can
I
just
have one
sit there and heal
Let's go.
me.
Nice. All right, Hanu, you're up.
Okay, I gotta step away for
so
a moment, but I
1d6.
just do want to see what is going on with y'all. Okay,
I can get him.
okay.
Yeah, that Aether Elemental's almost out, but a lot of this armor's still standing. But some of these armors got fucked up from that cone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the carpets got fucked up too.
Yeah, I can get him.
That is another thing.
Giving his armor's good.
Oh, yeah, now I remember what I was originally looking for before I had, something got my attention. Let me look at what the Pike of the Forgotten Legion can do.
Oh
So
shit!
I'm just like, okay. But
Hell
it's
yeah!
any creature within that area. I don't get to choose.
Yeah,
So-
probably fires.
Hey, she will look over to this area to see how much it is. God damn it. Okay, then walk back here. Let me just go glance at the other features of it.
I think it's related to if you hit somebody with it.
Yeah, wait a second. You know what? She's using an item. She's gonna spend 2 charges to cast Spirit Guardians, step right over here. Get all these guys in there, and then use her bonus action
Oh man,
to
that's like
go do Mass Healing Word.
Yes!
So, let me just go see if I can put the Pike's thing on there.
Oh my god.
But you'll just see, just like with her Toll the Dead, except this time it's just a bunch of Omidori soldiers surrounding her, and then arms at the ready. I think it's maybe a decent. I forgot. Okay, Pike of the Forgotten Legion. Where you at? Pike. Yes. I'm honestly probably not.
Somebody's coming home.
Yeah, why the fuck can't. I swore I equipped it. Unless this is the same thing as I equip something, it just, like, for some reason, just deactivates it.
Yeah.
Because I don't see it in my inventory right now.
I mean, maybe kind of.
It's right there.
Wait, where is it? This is my wind fans. Is it?
I popped it up.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Is it general? Oh no, no. Because I'm not seeing it on my end.
In the character sheet, so I just clicked the attack roll on it, and yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. But other than that, let me just do that actual thing to help y'all out, because that stuff won't be activating until the next turn when they're in that. So she will use that, and if anything tries to hit her, she's she can't because. Okay, yeah. No, for the ball, she would not have any armor on because she is trying to be proper and not offend anybody, so she is unarmored, so she can use her monk ability, so she will be using Raven Stance if anything hits her.
Okay.
But that only works on one creature, so let me just get Mass Healing Word. Y'all get some of that healing, which is 6, and yeah, I will eventually roll and find the DC for Spiritual Guardians.
It's on your Pike, right? It might be 17.
Maybe. I feel like it is 17, but I'm just like, where the fuck? I swear I saw that. before.
16 because we posted it.
Where is it posted? Because I'm not seeing it.
It's in the chat box, like for our roles and stuff.
Yeah. You'll
So
see it?
it's right above your mass healing word.
I am.
Yeah,
really
I don't
sorry.
Oh,
see
it may be
either.
private role for you, Chance.
Maybe, because yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
seeing
there
that.
we go.
Okay.
There you go.
I was like, ah.
Yeah, it's in your character sheet underneath your equipped items.
I'm looking for it, but I think this is just my own stupidity at this point. But anyways, yeah.
It is the 6th item down from the top, right underneath your quarterstaff.
Yeah, the save DC is 16. So
16.
whenever they start their turn within range, they need to make DC 16 for Spirit Guardians.
Alright, yep, there you go. And that will be it. Ah, you know what? I had clicked so many other things I didn't put it as an action, so that's why. Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the... No shit, yeah, it is starting its turn, so I'll just...
Go ahead and roll the damage
Yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
So guys, I just got taken away for a moment, so
Oh, you're alright.
try to figure out where things are. Consume spell slot, no. This will be right over here. And... damage. 12. She'll do basic maneuvers for, that she's read in stories about how the Omidoris fight, or at least she would have asked the spirits in there, like, so what's your best attack? And they're setting that up. The Legion is out and about. They're ready. Also, wait, what's Umber doing up there?
He moved up.
They-
He disengaged from Wrath.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had
they
to move away.
Okay, so I can
They-
get you. Okay, gotcha. I was like,
they all failed. Okay.
Oh
For
man, they're
how
all
much?
12.
They all have like -4 wisdom. So
and then she looks
Uh,
around. We should probably leave.
okay. Zale, you're up.
am gonna cast Dust Walk and go over here.
Is it dim light and darkness at both locations?
In this room, it is not.
Is it light?
Yep. Why you can see so well in here.
Oh, I mean, that's what I have 120 darkness, that's why. Okay then. No, that's fine, honestly. I'm gonna haste disengage. And then 20 that way.
Okay.
Disengage with haste action, and then I'm gonna swing at that bad boy.
Okay.
Well. 27
It's a hit.
for 12.
All right. As soon as you smash through the last crystal floating in this space, you watch as all of the suits of armor suddenly immediately teleport back to their starting positions, including the scraps of broken armor that were laying on the floor. They all reassemble back into suits of armor, and it is gone.
Rug's still there.
The rug unfurls back, extending out towards the end of the room and up towards the throne.
Go step on the carpet.
Whoop!
So this slowly like kind of goes to the wall.
She's gonna keep these
We'll
spirit guardians up with
disengage
her.
to get off the carpet.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'm keeping these guys with me for like 10 minutes, so don't worry.
alright, just go around.
How's everybody feeling?
Like,
I felt better.
yeah, Could be bad doing better.
Which Rue has healing shit that she could do, right?
Yes, she does. And looking at her sheet right now, just trying to do her resources. Moment.
What's in that room about that?
Because mainly it's Ember who's fucked, and then Bobette and Zale are injured as well.
I am going
Yeah,
to.
she's gonna cast Cure Wounds on Ember.
Yeah.
I've still got 5 more little bits of healing from this spirit.
And I
Oh, yeah,
will
the good
give
spirit.
good
Mhm.
berries to anybody else who needs them. So.
You take
Terrible
12 points of
rolls.
healing from Rue. Ember.
Cool.
Okay. Looking around at the suits of armor and stuff that you've gotten a moment of looking at it, you realize that each of the suits of armor in here are wearing a necklace, actually, which is kind of strange for a suit of armor. And as soon as they're all back to their space, you realize that the one that you'd scattered and destroyed across the floor, there's still a necklace laying on the floor.
Is it magical?
Yes, it is. But it doesn't give off any school of magic. It's just faintly magical. As soon as you pick it up, or as soon as you look at it, it looks like it's like a very strange rounded piece of metal, about 2.5 inches long. Looking at the necklaces that are on the other pieces, it looks like it probably connected to them at some point in time. Probably forming some sort of circle. Maybe a crown?
Then? Huh.
But you now have a necklace with one piece of the crown.
Oh.
Hey,
One crown necklace.
hey, Babette, does this ring any bells to you?
Does it?
Does what?
Just the necklace concept?
Crown necklace. and
assuming-
stuff?
Does it what? I
Ring
didn't
any
hear
bell.
what you
like
said.
any bell?
Oh,
any
I heard the
fairy
word
tale.
spells, and
Oh.
I. No, it does not.
Yeah.
Or you could give me a history check, actually, because you're off alien.
So I would have proficiency in this case.
Yes.
Yeah, if that's what you had
Mhm.
invested in it. Yep.
So, 16.
No idea.
Didn't think so.
With a 16.
Yep, nothing.
Like,
I don't know. So,
Well,
right now, this is my equipment.
I think people are hurt enough to require rest.
Well, this looks pretty...
Looking off into that room there, you can see what looks to be like a sitting area, probably like a meeting room for bedroom or some private quarters of some kind.
As she steps on the carpet, Babette takes the dodge action.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Oh, now Babette's paired of carpets. Nice.
Are any of the things on the table going to talk to us, Zale?
Looking around, just kind of glancing around.
I mean, if I
Anything.
had prepared that one spell, I could have just sent her a message since I do technically know who she is.
Well, why are you asking him and not us? you see it suddenly, the teacup suddenly tips
Yes!
and turns
Yeah.
into your direction.
Yes! Oh, hello.
Well, hello. What might I get you today? Some tea? Please say yes. We haven't had a guest in so long.
Yes. I would
Oh.
like that.
Wait,
Chip! And a little glass with a little chip on the edge of it pops up out of a cupboard. It says, "Fetch the sugars and the honeys, dear. We have guests." And that is where we will leave it.
Yeah!
I guess.
Be
Your guest! Be your
yeah,
guest!
yes.
Put your service to the test.
Do 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 do.
I told you I'd get to my fucking Disney fucking shit eventually, guys. It's all there.
Yes!
I told you we would get there eventually.
We're at Disney. Oh, yep, definitely taking a rest. Yeah, that was actually. Oh man, that was great.
I've been enjoying that. The breath weapon's working off the attack action.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. That's honestly really fucking cool.
Oh, well,
Makes Dragonborn feel more dragony.
Yes, right? Oh, but yeah, that was fucking so much fun. I needed that shit. Holy moly.
Yeah. Don't worry, Zarman's gonna talk shit the entire time, but honestly, we need it.
That was fun as hell.
Because this is one of those adventures that, you know, if we would have just stayed put, we wouldn't have to do anything.
But that was the fun of that!
This was wonderful.
Right.
honestly, knowing the intel.
Don't worry. If we thought that the lawsuit that she was going to try to do about the fucking beehive was bad, we've been wrecking through, like, a lot of her rooms so far.
Only one has there been actual damage to. The other ones, they were treated. They'll probably ask for more pay, injured pay, but still, that's a different type of lawsuit than property damage.
I think we've hurt 4 different elementals.
It's okay, they'll heal up. It's fine.
Killed one here,
Look,
and severely damaged a lot of property.
you know what?
We do have an Alvalian with great persuasion skills, so
I mean, if that was
Her
going to be
intelligence
an
is
option,
the
we will see.
Great. But yeah,
Because all it took was touching one metal thing out in the real world of her shit to be all like, I'm sending lawyers. So,
also before we were
so actually damaging things, we'll see.
also before we had any connection or intention to meet with her.
We'll see.
So
Oh, I love this. I can't wait for more. We got more Flores guys, and I can't wait. Yeah, taking a long rest in here is great, man. Hell yeah.
That's what I was
No,
thinking.
I'm just expecting an upset Albion Atmos by the end of this, is all I'm thinking.
I'm just like, if we need to, if we have a long rest, I can just get sending and be like, hey, so we're on this floor. Can you send somebody to
Have
pick
you
us
seen
up?
the Albion Atmos before?
Yeah, we did. It's pretty sure the same. We heard that it was the same voice but distorted from 1983.
Yeah,
We-
but is it the same person
I mean,
now?
we'll-
Because
I mean, we
we've
can
established
see.
that different Arthurs
Yep.
We
do
will
pop in
figure
Sorry,
that
1983.
out. We will
We can
figure
see.
that out.
Yeah. We can test it.
Mhm.
That's
The
gonna be
only
really
way to know
curious.
is to test it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, no, freaking, I am enjoying tea time
Like,
with chips.
considering that we know that this seems to be in its own little demi-space, it's probably the same person. So,
I also just realized we have seen the Alvalian Alchemist. Therefore, Babette would have changed into the Alvalian Alchemist as soon as Hanu said, "Oh, it's the
I assumed you did.
Alvalian."
Yeah, we simply did.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. But yeah, that's absolutely what would have happened.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, we seen
Because
it.
I also laugh at the idea, because sending can actually go dimensional.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter what dimension it is, you just have to have seen the creature before. That when you go to do it, you just hear the fucking Alvalian Alchemist panicking, the world's ending, because you're talking to the one in the dead timeline right now.
Hey, what up?
Oh my god, that would be so
Because sending
dark.
is a transdimensional one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, that would be dark. You just talked to the one that's
They're like,
the one that's
okay.
dying. Um,
Uh,
I am now enjoying my tea time with Chip, and oh my god, freaking my brain is farting. But what is the fucking what's the name of the freaking tea?
Teapot.
Yes. What's your name?
The thing with sending
Mrs. Potts?
Yeah.
Yes, Mrs. Potts. I forgot. I was thinking Mrs. Teapot for some reason, but that's not the full
Yeah.
thing.
No, it's just Mrs. Potts and Chip.
Yes. Oh, just hell
But
yeah.
will we be getting a short rest or a long rest here?
Depends on you guys. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, something.
If you want, if you want to take a long rest, it's on y'all.
Also, what floor are we
Take a
on
rest.
out of 13?
Out of
Four?
13, you are on the, give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th floor because you started on the 2nd.
Guys,
Gotcha. Okay, we're on the 5th. Okay. I was off.